What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a little dicey D&D. Hey, shut the fuck up! I'm doing shit over here.
We got it.
You're telling Matt's had 2 potions already?
No, someone's a little tipsy right now. Welcome back to a little dicey D&D.
Is it hot in here?
What?
No.
Is it hot in here?
Yeah. Holy
Is
shit.
now.
I'm gonna try this one more time.
You do that.
Welcome back to a little dicey D&D. My name is Salvador Sabraka. I am your dungeon master here in Forevermore until the day that I start drinking again and things get out of control. And they put me in the loony bin where I belong. So,
Hey, I'll see you there.
yeah, hey, nice. All right, cool. Yeah, you guys will be there too. Good stuff. As you can see, usually we start off with just me and my little black box, but here we've got everybody because a good friend of the stream and subscriber for up to 3 months now. Thank you very much, Dark Marksman. I believe that he bought us a party drink. Yes. So you guys go ahead and indulge yourselves.
Dark Marksman.
If you are, shout to Dark Marksman. To Dark Marksman. To Dark Marksman.
Thanks, buddy.
We're going to get
say
there.
it either. It's a tongue twister. If you were not here last week, or if you are new in general and you're wondering why the party is drinking and not the dungeon master, usually I would, but right now I'm on a little bit of a diet. I'm trying to get lean. So I stopped eating after 5 o'clock. So.
They were just talking about you doing that at the theater the other day.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. They were like, Sal used to come in here with his little scale and weigh out his little...
Yeah, and I did. And I was shredded to the tits when I did Mamma Mia, dude.
Shredded.
No. Gotta get back down. So,
All right.
I got a goal. I want to achieve it. And unfortunately, drinking after 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is not a part of that goal. So, however, we did swap a few channel rewards and stuff like that. We'll get to that in just a second. Why don't we kick it on over to Garrett for a few announcements to start this off, and then we'll get into the game proper.
We got,
know your announcement.
We got social media and stuff. You guys know the deal. We got YouTube, which has our VODs on it. We've got our Twitter, which has me on it, being unhinged if I can. We have an Instagram.
Oh, that was my bad. Did not mean to pop it into the bows.
We have an Instagram.
There's an Instagram.
Our Instagram is often me just fucking around, to be honest. I think the last thing I posted on there was, all right, this is today's potion, and it was like a badly pixelated picture of apple juice.
Oh god,
so that's
good.
fun.
Pixelated apple.
We have a TikTok, which has like little clips and stuff on it. And then we have our Tumblr, which as far as I know, is full of Ryan Creamer's Pornhub account.
That's not what it is. It's a nice place.
Ryan Creamer's Pornhub page, the whole bit is that it's clean. I should say that if you don't know it.
It's just hardcore porn. I love it. Well, thank you, Garrett. Jenna?
Hi. Okay, one of the things that makes our game kind of special and different is that we have a lot of audience interaction stuff that allows you guys to impact the plot of the game, and people have been making really cool narrative choices with that lately. So you can do a lot of really cool things. I mean, you can do some more lighthearted stuff like making any of us drink at any time, but you can also do things like giving advantages to your favorite players, giving disadvantage to the dungeon master.
there you go.
Oh, you should definitely do it. Do it all the time. Sal loves it.
Run.
You can
Run.
rescue us if we're in really terrible mortal peril. You can make our sorcerer wild surge, either in kind of like a normal way or in a way that's 100 times more intense than usual. Somebody did that last time, and that was great.
Do that every session.
No, please do.
Please do the savage.
The Savage Wild Surge.
It's so funny.
I almost got disabled for a month because of that.
It's terrible. Oh, that reminds me. I gotta pull up the... Anyways, keep going.
Yes, I think our most expensive thing is you can create a non-player character kind of your own design, and we'll drop them into the world. That has had some interesting ripple effects and implications over the weeks, so always fun. Yeah, do those things. We like when you do it. It makes it more fun for everybody. Play along, have fun.
Hell yeah. Beautiful. Thank you, Jenna. Matt, you want to tell us about our Discord?
Yeah, I'm guessing that probably everybody that's listening right now is probably already in our Discord,
Yeah.
but that doesn't mean that you don't got that friend or family member that you haven't talked to since last Thanksgiving when they said that thing that you can't just get over. And this might be a way to mend fences, bring people together.
That's right.
So reach out to your mom and be like, Mom, I think it would really help our relationship if you joined the Little Dicey Discord.
Especially...
And then she'll be like, what's Discord? And that'll be the whole thing.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
Think of the quality time you can spend together explaining what Discord even is.
It buys you like 45 minutes of conversation at least.
Especially ask your uncle who used a slur like at the last time that you all got together.
And if you get him to join within the next 2 to 3 hours, you'll probably see me good and drunk, because that's what I'm doing today.
I thought you were gonna say, well, if you get into it in the next 2 hours, we'll all say a slur.
No, we
Let's all say it together.
Yeah, that is the new reward this week. Is, for 4,000 gold pieces, you get to pick the
That's not
slur.
even a lie.
Slur word.
And I will say it, and I won't feel bad about it.
He's such a... We do it for you.
Uh-huh.
We do it for the people.
No word where I just say a slur.
I mean, if you think about it, if we get canceled, that'll probably be the most publicity we can get.
Yeah,
on the
man,
show.
that is
Yeah, a little
hilarious.
Dicey gets canceled after player
Holy
says.
fuck.
You just hold that one in, buddy. Nobody
They haven't paid. They haven't paid.
They haven't paid for it.
Yeah,
Yeah, tease
I'm not gonna
them.
say it for nothing.
yeah. I'm a whore. I'm not a slut. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right. That's
We
right.
won't tell you what
Our new
the
sub
slur
goal is
is.
100, and at 100, I will say a slur.
Yo, what up,
You
chat?
don't get to pick the slur.
That's me. I get to pick it.
It does start with a Q.
Ooh, interesting.
What if we get a wheel of slurs that you spin?
That would be great. A wheel of slurs. This will be great for when we have our special guest coming in like a month or whatever. Can you imagine?
No,
Oh, terrible.
we're not like this.
Wheel.
This is satire, everyone.
Slurs.
Want to clarify? This is not
This
who
is
we
all
are.
satire.
Oh,
and,
man.
Yeah, there's a reason
The
we
game
haven't
is nothing like
said a
this.
slur.
The game is everything like this.
Anyway,
Really good people.
you guys want me to keep talking?
No, that was great, buddy.
Okay.
That was really good. Join our Discord, please. Jamie.
Also, check out our friends at Super OK. They're a collection of podcasters and streamers. Also, check out our friend Aaron at Little Bog Witch on Twitch.
Thank you very much. And another little shout out, another shout out to our moderator of chat and runner of cameras and sounds and things, Michaela. I believe also, Michaela, you're streaming relatively regularly now as well. Why don't you go ahead and throw your own link to your channel in there? We're gonna have a command set up for that probably next week. And all that jazz for Michaela, but definitely check out that stream. It's always a fun time. Yeehaw. For sure. Okay, so couple small things. I do want to tease that we're gonna have a special guest in like a month or so. I think. If you guys can, I don't want to give any hints or anything, but we have like a legitimate special guest.
It's really
like
cool.
it's actually really fucking
so
cool
awesome.
next month. Yeah, I don't know. I'm freaking out about it, which is actually
Can
really
I
cool.
say? I'm not gonna give it away who it is. I'm just gonna say personally.
Sure, throw the camera on Jenna for a second.
I mean, and again, no spoilers, but this is a person that like I have followed on the internet forever and ever, like for many years. So this is like insane.
Yeah,
You're literally
But also,
shaking. thinking
frankly,
about it.
so's Jamie. I
Jamie
followed
is an
Jamie
internet
forever
celebrity,
before
which
I
is
met him.
super
So
tight. Yeah. Jamie's very cool. Oh, and I know that I guess like it's completely irrelevant for me to say this, I guess, but for our viewers that don't know or haven't seen, if you're interested in like actually like really well produced and well thought out like analysis on media and stuff like that, definitely check out Jamie's channel. It's really cool.
NeedsMoreGay.com.
Needs more gay. Oh,
You have a website?
Yeah, I have a domain.
Domain, yeah.
Links to my YouTube.
Needsmoregay.com. It's very cool, very insightful, very interesting.
I think it's still active. We'll see.
All right, if it's not, fuck it, whatever.
I'm about to find out right now.
Hell yeah. All right, guys. Well, we came here to play some D&D. Shall
yeah,
we do so?
did. Let's do it.
Alrighty, cool. You guys
It
are level
does.
5. How
does.
fun.
That's amazing.
Good shit.
Happy level 5.
Cool. Alrighty, so I'm gonna make this a little bit of a quick recap / introduction because I want to get into it.
Me too.
Let's go.
When last we met, you all had sort of come to a interesting point in your relationship with Sir Ilan Thorn, the Sovereign of the town of Aberlock in the province of the Blackweld in the country, the empire, the kingdom of the great Naledian crown. Having just arrived from the little port town of Eodra on the island of Moor, you agreed to chaperone and to assist a young man by the name of Reynold, going by Rennie for short, and agreed to help him with his situation in his hometown of Aberlock, where his brother, Marcroft, Mary for short, is being apparently held against his will and unfairly, unjustly in a building known as the Stone Home, the prison or jailhouse in the town of Aberlock. Sir Ilan Thorn was apparently illogically and perhaps illegally seated as the sovereign of the town of Aberlock, this hometown of Rennie and Mary, and of which you ran into during your travels northward through the Evergrey Forest, moving from the southern black sand shores of the Blackweld upward toward the Tempest Peaks, where in Aberlock sits and nestled, sort of just at the base of a handful of these mountain peaks. Here in the Evergrays, you learn quite a bit about Sir Ilan Thorn and one of his councilmen, Ibrahim Salih, along with not many words exchange between yourselves and one of the Black Hands, the town guards of Aberlock, going by the name of Mordain. Eventually, you proved yourselves honorable to Sir Ilan Thorn, who was a little bit suspicious of you upon first glance, and he agreed to treat you to a night out on the town of Aberlock at the Grappled Thigh, the resident tavern and inn within the city, and then invited you sometime on the morrow to join him at his manor for an evening of pleasantries and whatnot. So, eventually you arrived in the town proper and were escorted to the Grappled Thigh. Upon arriving, noticing that there wasn't anyone inside. A little bit odd, but nevertheless, you helped yourselves to the many different spirits and alcohols and drinks for a good amount of time in the night, and in also indulging young Rennie with some of the spirits. After a few drinks, Rennie was set to bed, and you all stayed up a little bit longer. Eventually, Kaz went to go check on Rennie and saw that the room was empty. The window open and a slight breeze coming into the room. Seemingly, Rennie had run off in the night after a few drinks. Perhaps that's not the craziest thing in the world. However, Kaz came downstairs, and just as he was about to exit, who else but Councilman Ibrahim Salih arrived through the front doors of the Grappled Thigh to have a conversation with you all, in which he uttered a warning to you that should you not stay in line when you stayed your welcome in Aberlock, that you would receive consequences for these actions. Also, letting you know that tomorrow afternoon you are to be expected at the manor of Sir Ilan Thorn, and that you would receive more word on this sometime around noon on the morrow. Finally, after a tense conversation and almost a disastrous spark of chaos magic, Councilman Ibrahim made his way out, and Kaz also ran back upstairs through the window and out into the streets to chase after Rennie, eventually catching up with him and bringing him successfully back to the Grappled Thigh, wherein you all rested for this evening. So, we are now here in the midst of the night. You've all leveled up from 4 to 5. Congratulations. You all receive the benefit of a long rest, and in this next early morning, you all hear the roosters crow outside. The sun begins to peer through some of your windows, and you find yourself here on the morning of this next day in this odd town of Aberlock. What would you all like to do?
Any omens around me when I wake up?
Make a perception check.
I will.
Are there any consequences from our actions last night physically?
Physically,
I feel great. I don't know about you.
I would say that most of you have a pretty hardy constitution, which is rather nice. Indigo is totally fine. Kill, you're pretty much totally fine. What did you get on your perception?
14.
14. You look around. There doesn't seem to be anything of anything out of the ordinary in this room. No omens or anything like that. You feel pretty solid that last little oddity in the forest might have been the omen for now. They usually come and go in very short spurts, so.
Thank you.
I want to check the box I got from Fantasy Elvis. I forget if it had her name.
It was Elvis.
Fantasy Elvis.
Was it
We
Elvis?
named him Elvis.
Okay.
Felvis. You want to check the...
The box that was supposed to be delivering the other immovable rod.
Yes. You open it up. Doesn't seem to be anything in there today.
Okay.
Not yet.
Has it been a week at this point since I bought it?
No.
No.
Okay.
No. It's
Like
been
a day.
two.
Okay.
It's been 2 days since you bought it.
Okay. I thought it was longer. Fair enough.
No. The trip from the Crownsport of the Blackwell to Aberlock is 2 days. So
Okay.
that's how long it's been.
When you said we all look up, right?
Oh yeah.
When I wake up on the floor in the
Yes,
middle of the
you
bar,
are in the. Yes, you are in the middle of the
is it
main
still-
hall. Of the,
Can I kind of stand up and see if it's still empty?
You stand up and you crack your your reptilian back and stretch a little bit, and you actually hear behind you. Oh, thought you wouldn't ever get up.
Turn and see who it is.
You turn around and you see that there is a stocky dwarven fellow with a sort of actually close-cut beard and like almost sort of like a military style blonde buzz. Just dressed in like a pretty simple like brown apron behind the bar, seemingly polishing a few things, and you can smell the lemon in the air from him cleaning the bar top that you guys used for last night.
I take a big yawn. I don't know if you were aware, but there's at least 20 different kind of thing back there, and we tried every last one of them.
Well, I'm very aware.
Yeah.
I believe you are the guests of Lord Thorn.
That's right. Yeah, my favorite, by the way, number 13. 13. Yeah.
Turns around and he looks and he goes, Ah, yes. Crown sap. Very good.
Crown sap?
Sanctioned by the crown itself. It's the sort of kingdom's liquor.
Ah, okay. Is it actual sap?
No. It's just called
Wait,
that because
okay.
it's a bit sweet.
Give me a second. Yeah, that could work.
What am I?
Okay, I'm back.
All right.
All right. I got an idea. Lock it up
Aye.
up here. Well, hey, yeah, we got here last night. It was empty.
So I've been told.
Thanks for cleaning up, I guess. I hope we didn't make too big of a mess.
It's not the worst I've ever seen here.
Yeah.
Not since at least we. Well, I guess yeah. Since the curfew and everything like that. But
Is that why there was nobody here? People are supposed to.
right, yeah, we're only open from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Okay. So a curfew, that means you got to be like, what does that mean?
Essentially, it means you've got to be out of the streets at a certain time, or at the very least, establishments such as this need to be closed at a certain time.
Man, why do you even live here?
Keeps the bread on the table, I suppose.
I'm not a big fan of all these rules, I gotta say.
Aye.
You been here a long time?
Most of my life.
Always been this way?
No. No, it has not.
Better back then or better now?
Back then we were in war. Breaking our backs in the mine. Fueling the fire of the West. A bit more strict now, but some of us are doing well.
You one of them? You doing well?
This place still sees patrons when we're open.
Okay.
Can't complain.
Well, that's good. Hey, I suppose I'm glad that we ran up a tab last night. I imagine you'll be paid for all of it.
Right, well, I mean, it's Thorn's liquor, so.
Oh, does he own this place?
Aye, it was bought up not too long ago.
Oh. Did it used to be yours, or you always just kind of worked here?
Yeah.
Well, that kind of sucks.
It was a pretty penny. Couldn't really say no.
Yeah. Well, you seem to be a well-adjusted person. I think that would really stick in my shell, you know?
Do what I can. What did you say your name was?
Oh, I'm Kill. I am a turtle, before you ask.
I can see that.
I get that question all the time. It seems like it'd be obvious.
Well, folks from this part of the kingdom, they don't necessarily see folk like you too often.
Hey, between you and me, do people think we're stupid?
Turtles?
Yeah, you can be honest.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, you're interested in folk.
Yeah.
Feels euphemistic.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm too stupid to be insulted.
I don't think anyone's too stupid to be insulted by something.
I would like to come running down the hall at this point.
I will allow it.
Good morning. How's everybody doing? Hi.
Morning.
Hey,
Going?
good morning.
You made a friend.
Yeah, I always make friends.
I know. Everywhere you go. Hello.
I'm too
Hello?
stupid not to.
What? Hi. Sorry. Good morning.
This is Cassandra.
Pleasure. The name's Salby.
Despite her diminutive size, she kept up with me like a champ.
Ah, you're a stout one.
Yes.
Heard of halflings that can really keep it going.
It's incredibly impressive.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I felt really good about it.
Credit where credit is due.
Don't underestimate the small folk.
Thank you. I'm gonna like you, I can tell already.
Right, well, we are kin in some way.
Right, that's true, isn't it? That makes me happy.
Right.
Where's, have you seen Kaz or Indigo or...
I ain't seen a soul except for you and my new friend here.
Okay. I'll go check maybe the other rooms.
Okay.
See where they are.
I'll actually appear. I don't know. Are there like stairs going up here? Or I forget.
There are, yes.
Okay.
There's a second.
And it just kind of appears at the top of the stairs, sort of, hello, everyone!
Good morning.
How's everyone doing this morning?
Not too terrible.
I suppose that's about as good as many of us can hope for.
Yes.
Well, I feel great, man.
Yes. It was quite a nightcap last night.
I agree. Have you seen Kaz this morning?
Oh, I'm not. No.
Okay, I'm gonna go maybe check. You guys stay here and chat.
Yes. Hello.
Hello.
This guy's always drinking.
Seems like an expensive hobby.
It's a lifestyle, really. I'm sort of an influencer.
Ah. What do you influence?
Everyone around me. For better or worse.
Hey, are we still on the Sovereign's tab?
I'm not entirely sure. I was just told to expect that there was going to be 4 guests put in last night. To be honest with you, I would assume if you don't know, I would probably not test the waters.
No, I think he said that he's covering us for our stay, didn't he?
He told us at least for a week.
Yeah.
She said running down the hall.
Make a deception check.
But I actually think he did.
He did say that he would cover our whole stay.
Okay.
He did say it, but I'll make a check.
Make a persuasion check.
I'm glad you said that. That's gonna be a 90.
If you believe it's true, then it's not a lie.
So I was sort of shrugs on my liquor.
Give me that. Give me another number 13.
Right. Reaches back, grabs it, uncorks it,
Today,
takes a small.
I'm gonna
glass,
try to
puts it
live like you, my friend.
Interesting. Should I try to live like you?
Well, that's up to you. Could be interesting.
Are we doing a
I'm already
change
not
of
wearing a
places
shirt,
thing?
so I don't know how this will work.
Yeah. Everybody, take your shirt off.
I'm wearing a dress, so I can't
Oh,
really...
that's complicated.
Yeah,
That's
makes it a bit harder.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll figure it out.
Okay.
I am gonna go look for Kaz though.
Yes, that's probably good.
Be right back.
You guys decide if we're doing a trading thing.
Yeah.
Maybe I can be Cass.
We could do like a round robin thing where like you could be real angry at everybody, and then
I am asleep against the door, so I think the second you knock on it, it's just like like you may as well have punched the door next to my head.
Are you in there?
Yeah, I'm up. What's going on?
Oh, it's just it's morning time and there's a guy here.
Well, I imagine the employers are here. One moment. Is Rennie up?
Rennie is fast asleep.
All right.
I just want to make sure you both were okay.
Yeah, we're fine. I'll be right out.
Okay, good. The guest is nice. I think Kill's drinking. Already this morning.
Oh, good.
Just a note.
I can't wait for him to try to tackle me again.
No, I'm sure he won't do that. Just come downstairs when you're ready.
I would imagine that I stayed up for a little bit, making sure Rennie didn't fucking run again.
Sure.
Did he pretty much pass out when we got back though?
Yeah, he was done.
All right, I'll go ahead and wake him up then.
Cool. Yeah.
It's morning time, Rennie. We're getting ready to start the day.
Okay.
I'm gonna go downstairs and. Oh right, yeah, you probably feel like shit, don't you?
Oh, my head.
Right. That's why we tried to limit the amount you drank. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
All right. Remember this, and I just give him like a little.
Oh. You just hear as you walk away. Can you give me water?
I'll get you a water and something to eat. Don't worry.
Thanks.
Yeah. And I head downstairs to
Cool.
see what y'all are up to.
Alrighty.
does Rennie come down too?
No, Rennie stays in bed.
Okay.
No.
If I see Kaz appear, I definitely just like look at him, and then I break into some laughter. And I'm like, I'm not gonna do it. I want to, but I'm not gonna.
I genuinely do not believe you, but I appreciate you trying to comfort me.
This is gonna be the basis of our friendship from now on. I can feel it.
You know what? I feel like we've known each other so many lives, and I've somewhat disliked you through everyone.
Can you believe this guy beat me in arm wrestling?
Really?
Seriously.
It's true, it did happen.
Impressive.
He's a wily motherfucker.
Well, I did bite him for it, to be honest. It was cheating.
Oh, you didn't
that makes
establish
sense.
the rules.
I forgot about that.
Did you forget that?
I did.
Oh, I shouldn't have brought it up then. That's alright. It actually didn't happen.
Not the first time I've been bit.
Hmm.
Most of the time when I've been bit, though, they were trying to actually eat me.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a rough life.
Were you trying to eat me?
I've been bitten as well, but it was much more pleasant than that.
I'm glad you took the time to think about it.
Well, yeah.
It makes me believe you.
Yeah.
If you had just answered it
If I was
immediately,
automatically- yeah, that's just an immediate lie.
yeah, it would have felt like
The
it was you were
quicker
just
you
placating
respond, the
me.
more likely it's a lie. Everyone knows that one.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah, well, you said that pretty quick, didn't you?
That's a silly thing to say.
Kids, were you trying to eat me?
No.
Are you trying to eat off? That was so
Insight
quick.
check.
Oh my god.
I'm so glad you're gonna use an inside check.
23.
Jesus Christ.
You're pretty certain that even if she was trying to, she probably couldn't.
That's not a no.
You got an appetite for alcohol, but you couldn't take all of this.
That's certainly true, Kill.
Yeah.
Is this a challenge, kid?
Too much turtle for you to handle.
I
Oh, it's too much for me to handle. Well, what about him?
Insight check.
What are you inciting? Am I trying to eat you?
Or could you eat it?
Yeah, if you could eat me. If you feel like you could eat me.
do you have a lemon I could just
If you
squeeze
feel like
right in
I'm
my
too
eye
much
so I
for you to
can feel
handle,
this
is actually what my insight.
Well, that's a very broad.
Well, you know what? You're gonna.
hypothetical.
Does Indigo feel like kill is too much for him to handle?
Nothing is too much for me to handle.
All right, I rolled a 14.
Yeah, you believe that Indigo
Believes
Indigo
that.
is unwavered by size or presence.
I can fuck anything, dog.
That's right.
True. It's a level 5 power bomb.
That's right, baby.
Upon assessing the situation, I take a swig out at number 13.
And a glass of water real quick.
Right. Sorrelby goes and grabs a couple bits of water for everybody, just sort of puts them out. He says, if you are looking for something to eat, it'll probably take me a second to whip something up. We don't open for another, 2 hours or so.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I mean, if you need something, I could probably do it.
Oh, we could make something ourselves. We didn't need to put you to work.
Ah, where
Feel
would
like
you
already have.
where would you do that?
I don't know. There's a kitchen, isn't there?
Right, but your patron, so
Oh, sure.
Yeah, don't disrespect the man.
I didn't mean to.
Yeah.
I
there's
was
no
just-
disrespect. It's just you can't just walk up into a place and start using the kitchen.
Yeah,
We
that'd
just don't want to
weird.
be a bother, is all.
No, it's
Whatever
no
is
problem
best.
at all. You're here under watchful eye of Thorn. So
What's on the menu this morning?
It depends on what they bring in. We'll probably be getting a few shipments of venison in maybe an hour or so.
Oh,
I actually
maybe a
had
few
venison
different
today.
eggs from the farms out there, but not
I've
entirely
never,
sure.
I've never turned into I've never eaten venison. I've only been
I've turned
venison.
into venison before on several occasions.
Sorry?
Oh, he can do it. Do you want to demonstrate?
I'm
Or do
gonna
you
bring
want
the
to
water
save it for
upstairs.
later?
And I grab 2 glasses to give to Rennie.
Okay, look at me.
Don't
All right,
blink.
count to 3.
1, 2, 3.
I'll turn into a.
Can you use a
elk.
wild shape?
I'm gonna use a wild shape.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, your body starts to morph and turn from your turtle form into that of just a very large elk. And he just sort of, oh, very impressive.
And I walk up to Indigo and I give him just like a big like elk across the face.
Right. Do you stay like that for a while?
Could be like an hour, I think. But he
Would you-
could come back anytime.
Right. Don't mean to be rude. Generally, try to keep beasts like this out of the hole. So
He's not going to poop indoors.
make a persuasion check.
Making this
The skill checks this morning are.
18.
You just sort of, I trust you. It's just try not to keep the antlers.
You're really thinking about it. It's just really just a more extreme version of me, just not wearing clothes.
That's true.
Fundamentally, I think it's different, but I respect what you're trying to say.
You get what I'm saying?
I understand.
He is
Sure.
classified as a beast in the monster manual.
That is-
Species is a spectrum.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
That is true.
I'm just saying, he's got just a rump the size of all of us combined, and antlers out to here. So
I've used that line before.
I will turn back into kill.
all right. Thank you, sir.
You're
Well,
welcome.
I'm going to go about my duties.
Thank you for the compliment, by the way.
Sorry?
On
It
his-
means the rump
on
thing.
his rump.
You are upstairs.
No, I want to come back down.
yeah, you want to come back down?
Yeah, because I just dropped off water. It would
Yeah,
take me
You
5
want to have a
seconds.
conversation with Rennie?
He's back.
I
He's
can,
back.
I can have a conversation with Rennie.
he just goes, I'm going to do my morning duties. So
Wonderful.
Same.
I'm going to take
I
a
start
shit.
doing. Start squat.
He's just sort of very confused by your dynamic, and then goes
weird.
about his little job.
It's a weird
So,
dynamic.
Cass, you drop off the water glass to Rennie, and he is just hungover, like textbook.
The boy had one
Like
shot.
he had
He had 3.
he had like
several
3.
shots.
Yeah, he had like 3 or 4 or
Oh,
something
Yeah,
like that.
we gave him
forgot.
one, but then he started like.
He slammed
He's a
at least
sneaky boy.
2.
You're right.
Well guarded. So.
And we
You don't
gave
know how
him all.
dehydrated that kid
Yeah,
was.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's a starving orphan. So,
So
probably
yeah, he's just sort of like
Shots
laying in
and
bed with his head against the pillow, and he sits up like a little bit and takes the water from you and like drinks the whole thing,
Yeah, that's why I brought 2.
and he takes the other one and drinks the
So,
whole
all
thing.
right,
and just
fuck.
puts it down. Thank you. And just his
You're
like
welcome.
eyes closed, just fucking head against the pillow.
All right. Sounds like it's going to be a recovery day for you.
I'm gonna stay here. That's okay.
Please stay in the room as much as possible.
I will. Do you think they bring breakfast to me?
They don't technically open for another 2 hours. I'll see if I can. I'll see if I can get some bread or something for you.
Okay. And he just sort of lays back down.
I mean, I know they had some last night, so I can probably yoink a loaf.
Yoink a loaf.
Yoink.
Gross.
Loaf.
Yoink. Alright. Yeah. So you head back downstairs.
I know he's like in the back now, right?
Sarlby is not in the back. He's just sort of messing with things behind the bar.
All right. I'm just gonna go up to him real quick. I never caught his name actually, so I'm just gonna be like, excuse me, do you have like a loaf of bread or something back there for?
I think so. Yeah, let me go check. And he heads back into the kitchen. A couple moments pass and he comes back out. There was a loaf back there, last I remember. A few slices, but I don't see it anymore. Did you all happen to get into it last night?
No, we definitely had a little bit. I thought there might be some more, but
Gotcha.
again,
It happens sometimes, inventory count and all that jazz. So, I've got an apple.
anything will do, I'm sure.
Here you go.
Thank you. That's not like your personal apple, right? That's like something.
No, it's
All right, cool.
leftover.
And then I'm just gonna go bring it
Is
upstairs
this,
to
is
Remy.
this within like? Did
Oh,
I
yeah.
see this? Yeah. Hey, take him a good berry.
You know what? That's actually a really good idea. Keep the apple, and I'll take a good berry from you.
Don't really understand what the berry's gonna do with an apple, but all right. And
You want to try one? You really should.
It's just a berry. Does it taste like what? Like a strawberry or like a raspberry or something?
Well, it tastes like a good berry.
It tastes good.
What? What's it? What is it
Here.
from? He just takes it. All right. Takes a little nibble of it. Oh, that was pretty good. And he finishes it, and then he's just sort of like, "Oh, where'd you get that from?"
Yeah. Oh, I grow it from my own body.
And he just sort of.
Is that a turtle thing?
I'm gonna go back to my
Yeah. Yeah.
chores.
Your duties.
Get on.
Yeah, my
Do you.
duties. All right.
My man.
Cool.
My man.
All right. And he turns back around and he.
Who on earth was that?
I don't know, some guy.
Yeah, it's all right.
That guy.
Ah, yes.
We were just we were talking to him.
He keeps
yes.
bar. His name's Sarlby.
Salby?
Sarlby.
Sorrel.
Yeah, you got it.
With an R.
Sarl.
Salve.
Sarlby.
Is that name difficult in your
It's
accent?
really hard.
Can you teach me your accent?
Sure.
Okay.
You just take off all the R's.
You just take off all the R's.
Yeah, you get it. It's not
Okay.
hard at all.
All right, that's all I got to do.
Yeah.
All right.
But it does make it difficult when you want to say Sarlby.
I'm gonna practice.
This will be very
Salve.
useful. I think if we do have to, go to sort of a hoity-toity sort of dinner sort of situation, it'd be good to have sort of a pastiche of different,
Yes.
things to kind of adopt as necessary.
And fake names.
I take your
Well, we've already
your
given them
beret
their
and I
names.
put it on my head. It's like, I'm Cassandra.
Look, you're doing it already.
Did I do it?
That's very well done. Can I try to be Kill?
Yeah, you can try.
I'm.
You gotta take your shirt off though.
Never mind. Maybe another time.
Go leaning back into the chair. All right, what are you guys doing?
Did you say
Rennie
he was
that
getting
good
us
berry.
food, or are we?
Yeah, he said he was gonna work on food, but it would be a
so
little while.
right.
Gotcha.
I think in real life we're gonna try and make our way to find
Yes,
out where the
that's-
Garlands live
Yeah.
Go
Well,
there.
yes. We that is the sort of plan before.
before our date with Destiny.
Yes.
Hey, Sarlby,
Hi.
can you give us the lay of the land here? It's our first day in Aberlock. Anywhere we
Sure.
should stop in?
Actually, hold on. I just got a couple of these things from a cartographer that Lord Thorn had commissioned. Give me a second.
I've actually got the map on
And
my
he
phone.
hands,
Don't worry about it.
a rolled
shit.
up
Alright,
map
got
to
it.
you.
Look at this map.
Are you kidding?
I'm supposed to hang them up. Other side.
Other side.
I'm supposed to hang them up in the rooms and whatnot, but I think an extra one came in, so you can have that.
What?
Oh my God, Sal!
Oh, it's beautiful.
Sal's had enough of the like coffee grounds on
Yeah,
parchment.
fuck that. I'm just gonna print some cool shit.
Wow.
Oh my God!
Oh my god.
Beautiful full color map.
Matt, can you actually hold it up in front of your face?
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we're doing.
Upside down. We're using this camera here.
Well,
This way. Wow.
Yeah. Sorry guys, if you guys are in the Discord, you can check it out there. I posted it. Unfortunately, we probably won't have the bird's eye cam tonight, just because for whatever reason I couldn't get it to work. But anyways, yeah, I printed out a map of Aberlock for you guys.
I did post it on the Twitter a while ago too.
Oh hell yeah!
also
So
I thought in Petrichor, south is always on the top, so
God damn it!
All these valleys over here.
yeah, valleys.
I feel like our minis are gonna get
You can figure it out. Do something. I don't know.
swamped into.
oh, there's a little bit more on
safe.
on this map here than we got here.
Already broken once.
Or did I? No, I may have cropped it when I saved it.
Good.
So is this
gracious.
is this big old place where Thorn lives?
No. The big manor on the hill. That's where the Garlands live.
Oh, okay.
They're the they own the jewelers in town, Garland and Jewels, and they for a long time they've Garland Senior started the mine inside the Tempest Peaks. Originally mining for coal and iron, stuff like that. However, they happened upon a few different types of gemstones, precious things, and all that inside. And so, with the excess, they decided to open up a jeweler's here in town, and they do a lot of exporting. Actually, on the western side of the monarchy, this is one of the spots that exports out quite a bit. But since the mine has been sort of discontinued for now. Not entirely sure how much exporting they're doing, but that's their manor.
Okay.
Biggest place in town.
And then what about the other big place?
That is the estate of Lord Thorn.
Okay.
Yeah, right, you had like a 50-50 shot guessing between the two.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Well, I guess we're going to see that eventually. So Thorn owns this place. Did you get to know him a little bit?
Somewhat, I suppose. Interesting fellow. Yes. No, he was bestowed the town by King Aedrin for his exploits in the Tens, and he had a pretty nice stack of gold, as far as I know. First thing he did was establish his presence, get a few different men in armor and uniform, and he made a few different monetary decisions, and one of them was offering me quite a little sum for the tavern, and I couldn't say no to what he was offering me. So
he seems like an interesting guy.
Aye, you could say that.
Yes. Is he sort of well liked in town? People.
People certainly respect him.
Do an insight.
Go for it.
See how this guy maybe really feels.
That's downright treason. Get him.
Yeah. 15.
15. You can certainly tell that he's being careful when he speaks about the town and about Thorn.
Okay.
You get to know that Ibrahim guy too?
Councilman Saleh?
Yeah.
Not really.
They don't really seem to be cut from the same cloth, those two, to me.
They're not inseparable, as far as I know. Saleh does a lot of the paperwork, as far as I recall.
They meet during the war, or before that?
It's a good question. I know that they came here together, along with the other councilmen.
Just seems like kind of strange to me. You I guess kill a bunch of folks during a war, and you get granted power over a town, but you get in a scrap in the street, and you get thrown in the giant stone house.
Well, you have to understand, one of them is, glory and justice and all that, and the other is just what it is, violence in the street.
Right, yeah, so if someone were to, tackle me, that's just them being kind of a git.
It's gonna happen when you least expect it, my friend.
I know. That's why I'm trying to get
when
my digs in right now.
When you least expect it.
Yeah.
Trying to get what in?
Digs.
Oh, okay. Just clarify. Anyway.
Well, I definitely thought you said dicks.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Little known fact, tieflings have 4 of them.
Huh?
Just kidding, that's Echidnas. That's just a little joke
You're
for you.
suddenly 4 times more interesting.
That is disconcerting.
Yes.
I have some questions.
What?
Never mind.
It was a lie. I already came clean.
I know.
Did you hear that part?
Yeah, I got it.
Alright, cool.
Took me a second.
But now you're wondering how many exactly I have. And that's secrets we're gonna die with me.
Where?
Because I'm never fucking anybody.
Never.
again.
Absolutely celibate. Volcel, if you will.
Please say whatever you're about to say.
Oh yeah, because we.
Yeah. Well, we all forgot about the secret dick you're hiding in your rectum.
That's right.
I've actually got one in this armpit as well.
Oh yeah, got that one.
I don't know how. It's the bigger one.
It's Terry.
They've got names. Oh no.
Anyways, well,
Onward to the plot.
yes, well, we've got a quick
Clues,
bite
I don't
and
have
then we'll be,
4.
heading out, I think.
Is there like these areas are they're kind of dedicated to certain things? If I wanted to go, like looking for places to exchange shinies, is there like a particular area?
Oh yeah.
Market district.
Well, these 4 here, the 4 closest to you. That's going to be where a lot of the just sort of tradesmen and whatnot. You've got your blacksmith, you've got your leather worker. There's an alchemist in there. And a sort of just, generalized shop for whatever you might need.
You say those 4, is that these 4?
Huh? Correct.
Sweet.
And which is the grappled thigh?
The grappled thigh is right here.
Awesome, thank you.
Very good.
That sounds like a good place to start.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Are these, should I be, I don't know if it's, clearly these buildings are smaller than these. Are they also supposed to look a little ramshackle like they do? Is this like a slum?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you, I suppose, but I can ask in character if you'd prefer.
No, it's fine. Yes, they are intentionally a little bit more worn down.
Okay.
They're walled off from the rest of the town too.
Yeah.
Weird.
And we entered through that gate.
That is correct.
I bet you anything that Dove and the other guy are probably living in there.
I bet you're right.
Oh yeah. Is this traversable? This gap around this wall here, or generally no?
Going from the Garland's backyard into that.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't know. You have to go there.
Okay.
Which one's a stone home again?
The stone home
This is riveting to watch.
So the stone home is all way over here.
Oh, okay.
That's where the seems as though the cartographer couldn't find a right color maybe to get that in. So he just sort of took artistic liberties on that. But the stone home is at the edge of the town, and it makes up sort of the hook point of the gates.
It's smaller than I thought.
It's not that big. I mean, it's pretty deep underground as well.
Underground.
It goes quite a ways into the earth, as far as I
Oh,
understand. There are like tiers.
that's very scary.
Yeah, you're fucking telling me.
Yes. I didn't.
Generally
know it
not
was like
considered a
that.
fun place to be.
No, I know, but that seems worse than necessary.
Because we're going to hang out at Stonehome.
No.
Let's see what tier we can get to before we get kicked out.
Would not recommend that.
Absolutely not.
Is the cartographer, is he a local person? Or
No.
Is she a local person?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, this is no. I mean, I've never heard of them if they're from here, but I don't even know who they are.
I would say they might not even be from this plane.
Does this map have a stamp on it? A cartographer's stamp?
It does not.
Weird.
As far as I know, I think it might have just been commissioned by Thorn, from the Crown or something, maybe.
And those little places over there are what again? Those 2 things that look like watches.
Yeah. So those are the old watchtowers that were built during the 10s. Don't really use them too much anymore. I think there's maybe one black hand there at any given time, but just to have it occupied, I suppose, to keep people out of it if people were snooping around in it. We're not at war anymore, so we don't really use them.
Makes sense.
And I guess just so we know, is there anywhere we're not supposed to be while we're here? Or is it kind of like free reign as long as we behave
Well, I
ourselves?
mean, they probably wouldn't arrive at anyone's home uninvited. I
Yeah,
suppose. Keep to yourself. I'd stay away from the mines. They are closed down, obviously.
Is that over here?
Aye. And other than that,
Okay.
that's about it as far as I am concerned.
Well, hey, thanks.
No worries.
Well, just gonna hang out a little bit, wait for breakfast.
Yeah, and then go.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Thanks.
Alrighty. So, for the sake of brevity, we can hop out to the point in time in which you would like to go about town and the things are up and whatnot. Is there anything anybody would like to do in between those?
I do want to check with. So we know that Rocky is going to be resting today. Do we want to? Can we tell the Garlands that we know him, or he's sort of like on the run, right? Would it be advisable to
I remember
mention him or not?
him saying that the rest of the Garland family is kind of assholes, other than the nice one. So maybe not.
So we're going to find some way to sort of approach this in a way that will. I mean, unless Harry answers the door.
Right.
We need to find some way to get to Harry.
Right. Look for Harry first. If we can't find him, we're gonna have to rework the plan. But we'll see if we can find him. Even if he doesn't come walking through the door, we can ask the others where he'd be.
Yes. Do we have some sort of cover story we want to sort of present as to why we need to speak with Harry?
What do you think, Kaz?
Well, they're jewelers, right?
Mm-hmm.
We could just pretend that I don't even have to pretend I like shiny things.
Oh, that's true.
I'll just be like, hello, I'd like to talk about shinies.
Well, he said there was a store for them, right? They had like a jeweler over in the floor right there.
That might be a good place to start.
We could always start there.
Yeah.
Why don't we start?
I want to go to some of the shops anyway.
Right.
See.
Sounds good.
There's no chance that Rennie's maybe got something of his brother's that we could.
I think could we maybe take a? I hate to wake up the boy, but maybe like check with him and just see like is there something we can tell him that like Harry would know that we're there to see him about.
Well, I'm gonna see if I can bring him up a picture of water anyway. So
Go ask.
Yes.
I can go ask him, or any of us can. You're supposed to be his aunt, cousin.
Oh
whatever
yeah,
the
I'll go
fuck we said.
ask him. Yeah.
Right.
All right.
Before you go, Sarby, do you have like a picture of water we could bring up there?
Oh, yeah. Give me a moment.
Thank you.
Gets it for you.
Thanks.
I'm gonna go talk to.
All right. You creak the door open. Rennie is fast asleep in bed.
Hey, Rennie. Hey. How you feeling?
Yeah, that's.
I know. I'm so sorry. So here's a little bit of water for you when you're ready for it.
Oh, and he grabs it and just.
Yeah, there you go. There'll be snacks here soon. We're just gonna let you mostly rest for today. We're gonna go out, do a little bit of shopping, errands, boring stuff.
Okay.
But in case we do run into the Garlands, or specifically Harry, we were wondering, is there something we could like say or show to Harry to like show that we're like allies, that we're on Mary's side?
I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen Harry in a while. I mean, if you see him, just... I don't know, just tell him you're here to help.
Yeah. No, that's a good call. I didn't know if they had any sort of like, Harry and your brother, like a secret word or a code or a signal.
I mean, if they did, why would I know about
I
it?
don't know. You're the little brother. I don't know.
Sorry.
That's totally fine. All right, just checking. You get some rest.
Okay.
We'll see you soon. All right.
As we're leaving, I do want to talk to Sarby real quick.
Sure.
Sarby, one thing. So we're leaving. My friend's cousin, nephew. I don't remember which it was. He's feeling a little under the weather, so he's going to be in there. He's fine. Maybe bring him some water once in a while. And if anything happens to him, I will absolutely murder you.
Okay. Well, that was a bit harsh.
Well, it's fine because nothing's going to happen to him, right?
Make an intimidation check.
Sure.
Why would anyone want to hurt my little relative?
11.
11.
Get a clear.
How like serious are you about when you say that?
I mean, I'm not like putting a knife to his throat.
Sure,
It's
but
just
you're like you're not.
it's
This
like-
is not like a joke.
No, it's just
Okay.
like, if anything happens to him, I'm going to blame you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
He just sort of narrows his eyes and says, "I'm sure it'll be fine. Word to the wise. I would suggest you watch your tongue when you speak to folk in Aberlock."
Are they worried that I'm actually going to go murder people?
Yeah, when you say it.
People take statements like that seriously here. So just, I know that you're under consent to the Lord and whatnot, but you can only get so far with Thorn backing you, especially if you lash out at people who work under him.
Right, yeah. No, again,
I'm just gonna assume that
I'm
you're
not
acting,
even
out of because you care. Just understand, this is not a place to be trifled with or around in.
right. I appreciate your graciousness.
Terribly
care of
sorry.
him,
We have sort
alright?
of a twisted sense of humor. Here.
Can be a bit hyperbolic with our speech. We're gonna go shopping now.
Right. I forgive you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
I'm already outside.
Sure. All right, where you guys going?
So there's a blacksmith, a leather worker, an alchemist, and what was the fourth shop?
The jewelry shop.
The jewelry shop.
Wait, did I
there's
say
also a
11?
general.
It would have been 12.
Sorry.
I can't believe you thought that. I cannot believe we literally take a break in the middle of the.
I am
and you get here an hour earlier.
And then I chugged like 3 bottles of water.
Oh my God! Rocks fall, you die.
And we had a
That's
bunch of
crazy.
potions.
Can I go to the alchemy shop?
You certainly can. The Alchemy Shop is this purple building right here, right across the street.
Dude, it's my favorite color. It's as if you planned it.
Yeah, you walk right up. You can see there's a sign hanging on the outside of this rather interesting looking building. And it's got like a little black sort of pot depicted on this sign with a little like gecko symbol right on the outside of the pot as well. And right under it, it says Cauldron and Newts.
Cute. I want to go inside.
You do so. And it's a quaint little spot. There's a handful of different baubles and reagents and all that just sort of decorated on some shelves. It's not too big of a place. You take up a good amount of the space in the floor here, actually, with your stature. However, you can see that behind a sort of like a bar towards the end, with behind it where instead of bottles of liquor on shelves behind it, there are bottles of different like little reagents and things sort of floating in them. Potions and vials and many different knickknacks and paddywhacks and all that.
Give a dog a bone.
Did give a dog a bone.
Paddywhacks.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
and also behind this bar, you can see that there is a rather short man, sort of with dusty blonde hair, with like almost like his proportions are very interesting. And as he turns around to greet you, you can see that he's got rather pointed features about him, almost like goblin-like. However, he does seem to be a gnomish fellow.
Okay.
This is like dusty blonde hair as well. And he turns around. He's wearing rather fun like purple like a rather fun purple long coat. With a white apron in front of it, and he's got these like white gloves on, and he seems to be in the process of like preening apart a pine cone. And just turns, and you can see he's got like a monocle in one eye that he seems to be peering through on it, and he says, "Well, hello there."
Well, hi.
Ah, a turtle.
That's right.
I've never met a folk like you before.
That's not the first time I heard that.
And the rest of you?
I'm a tiefling?
And I'm also here.
I can see that.
Right.
Yes.
I didn't really know what you were asking, I'll be
And
honest.
hello, you must be a young half-elf.
Oh, pretty close.
Oh.
Halfling, actually.
Oh, one moment. And he just adjusts his monocle and he pops back in. My apologies. He flips it around. That makes more sense. Well, welcome. Welcome to Cauldron and Newt. My name is Norman Newt. How can I be of assistance to you?
Hi, Norman. Hey, I recently met a fella who was into alchemy, and
Wow.
I never really heard it put in such terms, but I've kind of been dabbling, I think, for most of my life, yeah. And so I've been collecting like little odds and ends, and I was hoping that maybe you could give me a crash course. You know?
Really?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, yes, I could certainly take a look at some of the reagents you might have. Depending on how many, I charge about 2 silver per, look over. But if it's something interesting, I'd love to purchase it from you.
Oh, okay.
Or were you looking to dabble with them yourself?
Yeah, now we're talking.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, 2 silver apiece for me to survey the things you brought in, unless you already know about them.
Okay.
But let's see what we're working with here.
Yeah, I have a few things I wouldn't mind you taking a look at. Some of this stuff I kind of got a good feeling for, but I got a few things, and I'm not gonna try to like bundle this right now. I'm just gonna show him the stuff.
Okay.
So I got the things that I want to show him are the giant's toe,
Okay.
the fungus from the giant,
Okay.
the bark from Oldwin's tree,
Okay.
the dark fey blood,
Okay.
and the vial of bark skin.
Got it.
So I guess that would be 5 for 1 gold.
Yes. So he looks them over. So first of all, that's going to be 1 gold.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, oh, these are very interesting specimens. Feel free to just sort of relax, everyone. This is going to take me just about 5 or so minutes. You all seem to be relatively new. I haven't seen you in town before. Very interesting.
Yes, we are visiting.
No, we just sort of blend in.
So which is it? I don't understand.
Why not both? We can blend. We're visitors who blend in.
Sure. What? If you don't mind me asking, and he actually goes about. He's speaking to you while he's looking over these things. Wow, what brings you to Aberlock? Not necessarily a destination vacation spot.
Weirdly, some people recommended it. I don't know why.
I guess it's not.
But it seems pleasant so far.
Who recommended it?
It's really not very pleasant. I mean, I'm enjoying this conversation, but
Sure.
yeah.
Does seem a bit uptight here.
Yeah.
Lots of rules, aren't there?
Well, they keep us safe from the dangers of
Freedom.
No, once you keep everything in tip-top shape, sort of in line, then you get a proper mechanical motion. If that makes sense. Anyway, so whereabouts are you from then?
Everywhere and nowhere.
Different places. I'm from the island of Moor.
Near the Maritimes?
Sure. Yes, that sounds about right.
I am just going to assume that you are from the Maritimes, if that's all right.
No offense taken.
All right.
It's a way better place than here.
We all met on Moor.
Sure, but before that.
Cinna Road.
Wonderful.
I'm just getting some weird vibes. We came in, and the first thing you do is mention his race and then ask where we're all from. Is there something...
Well, first of all, have you ever met a turtle before?
Well, yeah, I travel with him.
Right, but before that, have you ever met a turtle before?
Absolutely.
Where?
Out near the Maritimes.
So you're from the Maritimes?
No? Do I look like I'm from the Maritimes?
He
I don't look
sails.
anything
He's a
like him.
sailor.
I feel we've gotten off track a bit.
I don't understand. It makes no sense to me to see a turtle in Aberlock.
Well, he
Well, you're
travels.
here.
Do they not belong here?
No, no turtle has ever come this far north.
Can you let the
as I
man
know.
focus?
I don't know.
Is this
I
going to
just
be a
want
thing?
to bully him. I don't know.
You're having a...
Testy.
I'm not testing.
Norman,
it just,
excuse my
It just such a.
excuse my companion here.
Sure.
We're all a bit on edge ever since we came in here. The vibe has really been
Energies are
Why
weird.
did you come here?
we were just sort of exploring, really.
Interesting.
Wanted to see the world, get some culture.
You don't know much about turtle folk, do you?
No.
Well, I'm not surprised that you've never seen one of us, but it's kind of like rite of passage.
To come to Aberlock?
Well, not Aberlock specifically, but just sort of like traveling around, checking out what other lands have to offer, and so far I'm not impressed, but it doesn't mean I'm done trying. So it wouldn't surprise me if you see another turtle wander through here at some point.
Interesting. Well, I think I figured out what you brought to me.
Great.
So, I just sort of labeled each one of these. This is, and you can go ahead and look in D&D Beyond. You will find, if you type in all of your reagents that you're looking up, the 5 of them, the Dark Fey Blood, the Bark Skin, the Giant Fungus, the Old Wind Bark, and the Giant Toe. They're now available to you, and they've been identified.
Oh yeah.
The Vial of Dark Fey Blood is a rare poisonous reagent. The Vial of Bark Skin is an uncommon poisonous reagent. The Hill Giant Fungus is an uncommon reactive reagent. The Old Wind Bark is an uncommon curative reagent.
Dope.
And the Giant Toe is also an uncommon curative reagent.
Awesome.
And then do you have the alchemy chart?
Yeah, it's right here.
So you can.
I
take
still
a look
don't
at
have
that
the
and see what
poison
you can-
table though.
No, you don't, because this is the first situation that you've
Yeah.
gotten with it.
Oh, so they'll actually be. Yeah. Okay, cool. What's the last one? Dark Fey Blood.
While he's doing that,
Giant Fungus.
So, thank you for your patronage. Do you all have any business in town? I guess. It's just sorry, I've never heard of anyone coming to visit just for fun.
We're interested in jewels. We heard this would be a good place to talk to some jewel folk.
Oh, certainly, yeah. If you head down the street, you'll find Garland and Jewels. It's a wonderful little establishment. They have a whole different assortment of goods that you might be looking for in that department. However, I've heard that they don't do commissions anymore. Makes sense probably with the shutdown of the mine for now.
Why was the mine shut down?
Oh, not too long ago, I believe some headway was being made to dig deeper into the Tempest Peaks. But I guess something stalled them. I'm not entirely sure what it was, but they just sort of stopped abruptly.
Interesting.
And then they decided to never go back.
Well, it's only been like maybe 2 weeks now, I think. Little concerning, but I don't know. I've heard there might be whisperings that they're gonna go a little further to the west, to down the mountain line to see if there's another place maybe they could start naturally extracting, or there's like a natural cave system or something like that. But I don't know. We'll see.
A lot of expansion happening around here, isn't there?
Party drinks.
Oh, isn't
Thank
that
you, guys.
exciting? Thank you.
And Newt just sort of,
You could say that. You could say that.
It's interesting. Does Thorn own everything in town? We've heard he owns a lot of the things here.
I suppose technically, I know he owns the Grappled Thigh. I believe some of the councilmen own some of the other places. Councilman Salih owns Cauldron and Newts, so
Oh, how do you feel about that?
it's all right. I get to come in, do my things, and don't have to worry about the upkeep and stuff like that really anymore, because Councilman Salih takes care of that. So, and they give me a nice little sum.
Sorry.
God bless you. God's bless
Who?
you.
Thank you very much.
I will bless you.
Thanks. All right. Well, I'm glad if you have a positive sort of tenant relationship with him. You're not worried he's going to take over your business permanently.
No.
Oh,
I mean,
good.
well, he bought my shop.
I mean,
so-
kick you out.
He's obviously a very talented man. You can't run this place without
I'm sure
Norman
he
Newt.
just wants passive income. He's not gonna fire his workers and do it himself.
I don't know. I've never heard of such a system. It's interesting to me.
Aren't you from Center Road?
Mm-hmm.
Upper or lower?
Lower.
Oh.
Can I roll insight to see if I think Cassandra's actually from Center Road,
Sure,
since
go for
no
it.
one else thinks she is?
And I was homeschooled.
It's a natural 20.
I have a girlfriend in Canada.
You are relatively certain that she's probably not from Center Road.
That I'm.
With his nat 20, I'm just telling him what I would like him to think. So I don't really give a shit. This is kind of irrelevant, but I think it's funny for him to think that.
Hilarious.
I'm like, there's no way she's from Center Road. Nobody else. She doesn't know anything about it.
I was homeschooled by sisters who didn't know anything.
Cool. Information received.
Matt, some people don't ask as many questions about their culture or the place that they've come from when they're creating a character as you.
Correct.
I don't
So
have a damn
Jenna's
thing.
figuring out this as she goes along.
I'm sorry, were you done talking?
Yeah.
Okay, Norman. Thank you for all this. This is really illuminating. This is some cool shit right here.
It really is. If you don't let me asking, where did you come upon this? And he holds up the vial of dark fey blood. I've seen and read about things like it, but I haven't come across this. I would pay a pretty penny for this myself.
You said this was
God bless you.
dark
What?
fey blood.
As far as I can tell, yes.
Well, it came from a dark fey.
Sure, but
which
I
I
mean,
just
like,
learned.
But where did you find it?
Where
Did you purchase it off of somebody? It's just it's incredible.
we extracted it. Yeah.
Make a persuasion check.
All right. Suppose we did.
3.
You don't have to impress me. That's fine. I mean, listen, whatever you paid for it, you can keep it to yourself. I'm willing to offer you at least 10 gold pieces.
10 gold pieces.
That's a net gain of 10 gold pieces.
Well, now hang on. So, let's say I wanted to do a little dabbling myself, kind of learn a little bit about. Well, actually, you got some stuff around here that you made. I see you got a lot of sort of components, but like, you know,
Right.
you got some soup that I can.
Well, I do have some things that I've created,
Yeah.
but they're not for sale.
Oh, just kind of like you do it for the joys.
You could say that.
Okay.
Technically, the shop isn't necessarily open for any. I can do what's the word I'm looking for? I could sell some smaller reagents for medicinal purposes if needed, and I can, if needed, I can do some identification and some guidance if people come in. They're asking about what should they mix with what.
Yeah.
But what is produced at Cauldron and Newts is not for public consumption. If that makes any sense.
What is it? What is it for?
To be honest with you, I'm not entirely sure. Since Councilman Salih purchased the place, what we produce is sort of managed by him.
Oh, okay. Does he do the production, or he just kind of?
No, I do the production.
You do the production, but he sort of.
He's the big boss.
I see.
Yeah,
I got you.
exactly.
Well, can I at least maybe see like an example of something that you were able to make? I know I can't buy it, but I'm just a curious guy.
Sure. Make a persuasion check.
I thought you were pretty quick with our hands. We could
5.
You seem like a nerd.
Sure. Unfortunately, well, the stuff out here is really just, my little knickknacks and whatnot that I like to decorate with. Unfortunately, I can't present the inventory.
Oh, that's too bad.
Sorry about that.
That's too bad. I'm sure it's really impressive.
It's rather interesting. You have no idea how much I wish to chat.
I know.
Talk shop about
You
this.
seem like such a passionate guy. Kind of another one of them rules again, huh?
Well, that's just the way the coin falls. I guess you could say.
Well, hey, listen. If
You know that. You're from Center Road, so that's just how it is.
If I were to want to try to do a little of this myself, is that something that you could help set me up to do, or is that a no-go as well?
I can give you a couple tips, I think.
Okay.
As a fellow,
Enthusiast.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sure. What were you looking to concoct with these different reagents here? I mean, if you had a few vials and whatnot, you could rather easily craft some pretty common healing potions. You could do that.
Do you have the vials I would need? Can I buy that from you?
Yeah, I have a few vials that you could buy. Sure.
Okay.
Nothing too extravagant, unfortunately, but yeah.
Well, I don't know what I'm doing anyway.
All right.
Yeah, I don't have any particular goal. I just know, the thing is, sometimes when I just see something, like like a mushroom out in the woods, or like a toe that I ripped off a giant that I just finished killing. I just know that it's meant for kind of a bigger purpose.
Sure.
And I don't really know what that purpose is, but I just want to help all these little odds and ends be everything that they could be. You know what I mean? Really get the potential out of every little thing.
I totally understand.
Yeah. So that's all. It's. I know I'm gonna make some mistakes, but
Hey, that's part of the process.
that's part of the process.
That's
my
part
man,
of the
you know
process.
what I mean?
No matter where you go.
Yeah. So like, just get me started, man. What are we talking about here?
Well, do you know how to make a potion of healing? Let's start there. The most basic.
Do I know? So I have this table.
Yeah.
Should I assume that this is knowledge that Kill has, or is this for Matt's?
That's for Matt.
Okay.
Because
there's the two things that I do know, which is the healing potion and the antitoxin. So like,
Yes.
in theory, I do know how to make.
You
a
do
healing
know.
potion.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah. So that one I know. I got it up here. I never actually did one before.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's good. That's a good starting place.
Yeah.
Now, do you perhaps? Let's see. What could we possibly make here? Okay. We could probably concoct. Ooh, this might be fun. We could probably make some bottled wind.
Well, that sounds fun.
Should be a good time.
I never bottled no wind before.
I have a glass flask for you if you'd like to purchase it.
Okay.
That is going to run you 2 silver.
Okay.
And we're gonna need 2 reactive reagents, which I believe you have.
Hang on, I gotta look.
He has one.
Sal, as we get closer to noon, Kaz would go back, just like keep me up to date on where we are with that.
Yeah.
Sure.
I want to intercept the message so I don't just put it in like
Of
rocket
course.
room.
It's
Yeah, so the hill
Not
giant funguses are
Yeah, I
reactive.
figured. I just want to be clear that that's. So I'm going.
so. Here's the thing: because you have an a reactive reagent that's a little bit more hard to find than your common ones, your average Joe ones, so to speak. That can serve as 2 common
Oh, okay.
reagents. So,
Because I got these 8 common reagents, but I don't know what kind they
do you
are.
want me to take a look at them?
Yeah, could you?
Sure.
Can you help me out with a discount on these?
Make a persuasion check.
I mean, come on, they're common.
Make a persuasion
I'm just an idiot, you know. 12.
12. All right, I'll do. Let's see. You said 8 of them. I'll do.
Plus,
8.
it's not every day you get to see some dark fey blood. You know what I mean?
That's very true. If it's 8, we'll say we'll do 8 for the same price that we did before for the price of 5. So
Okay.
we'll do 1 gold.
All right, we can do that.
All right. A minute or so goes by. He takes a look at them. All 8 of them are common curative reagents.
Okay. I'll add that later. Okay. Cool. Well, yeah, let's do it, man. So
All
I got the one giant's fungus. Would count as 2 reactive agents.
Mm-hmm. Okie dokie.
The flasks are not consumed, I assume. I mean, they hold the thing.
They hold the thing,
Yeah.
but if you hold on to them, it's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Okie dokie. So, you both, because you're both crafting this, he's going to get advantage on this roll. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, no problem at all. It takes him all of like 5 minutes to put this together. And when he's finished, you can see the essence of it was the fungus, right?
Yep.
The essence of this giant fungus that you harvested is crushed down into a paste and then boiled down to the point where things start evaporating from it. As that's happening, he grabs one of these glass flasks and he starts to hold it above this sort of evaporating material from the fungus until it all burns away. He adjusts the heat every once in a while on this sort of like tabletop oil burner that holds a little iron bowl that is just like white hot with heat. And he adjusts the heat every once in a while to like increase the vapors and decrease them. And
I'm
he's
paying
sort of
super fucking close attention.
Sure. He's catching them as they do, and eventually he finally corks the bottle and he shakes it up a little bit, and then he immediately dunks it into ice cold water. Pulls it out, shakes it up more, and as you look at it, you can see those vapors have sort of turned into almost like a little vortex of wind that is swirling in it.
Dope.
That's really cool.
Success!
Wow.
Sir, here is your bottled wind.
Wow. That's not in D&D Beyond, so I don't know what it does, but it sure is impressive.
Unfortunately, I haven't put it in yet.
Yeah, no problem.
But basically, you can take it as a bonus action, like any potion, and you gain the effects of the while you're like holding it in, you can exhale it and use the gust of wind spell essentially.
Cool.
All right.
Fun.
Well, that was awesome. Okay, so I got my flask. Maybe I need a couple extra flasks. Like, we're gonna be hitting the road here soon. I want to be able to do this again.
All right, sure. Well, what would you like to procure?
You tell me.
Excuse me. I would probably suggest some glass vials, some glass flasks.
Yep, I need those.
Sure. How about we say 5 each?
Alchemist's kit together.
Okay. Yep.
Sure. And then, let's see, that will be 5 glass flasks, will be 1 gold. 5 glass vials will be 5 silver. So 1.5 gold pieces.
For a second, I look at a gold piece and I'm like, that's not what it means.
And then he says, also, I suggest you keep an eye out for an Arcane Essence. You might need to use that if you want to expand your repertoire of the items that you might want to create.
Okay.
Keep a lookout for those. Those are rather rare. Even the sort of quote-unquote common Arcane Essences are a little hard to find. So keep your eye out for those. They can be found on, fey creatures, a whole bunch of different...
You holding out on me? You got any Arcane Essence?
I mean, I could try to squeeze one out if you want, but you might not like what you get.
Classic.
Can you rub one out real quick?
Incredible.
You had that locked and loaded.
The second he heard Arcane Essence, he's like, that means
But just keep your eyes open. I think you might benefit greatly from the uses of those. It was a pleasure meeting you all. Sorry about the whole inventory thing, but that's where the coin falls, as they say.
As they say.
That's all right.
in the road.
Yeah, and everywhere else.
Just on our way out, any other reagents that I should really take with me? Really kind of jumpstart my inspiration for what I'm trying to do.
Well, we got the vials, we got the flasks. Do you have one of these? And he points to the sort of like tabletop oil torch setup.
Yeah, I need that. Norman, now come on now. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm relying on you.
Oh, I don't know.
You're my Sherpa of the Mountain of Alchemy. I need you to set me up right.
Right. You could probably get this commissioned. This is my personal one.
Oh, okay.
So if you wanted, you could probably talk to Councilman Ibrahim. Maybe purchase one from him if you had the opportunity.
What if I just pay you directly and you can just make me one? You're the brains of this operation.
I actually didn't make this. Councilman Ibrahim made it for me.
Ibrahim made this for you.
Yes, it's been very helpful. I haven't had to start up the old cauldron. He points over to like this dull, definitely haven't been used in a while, large iron cauldron.
For intensive purposes, can I do alchemy without one? Like just like by making bonfires?
As long as you make like a bonfire. Yeah. However, like you would need to. It'll be slight. It's just this also acts for mechanical purposes. This acts as an aid, so it adjusts the DC properly.
Got it.
Appropriately. Properly.
Well, if I see Ibrahim, him and I see eye to eye on most things, so I'm sure this will be fine.
Oh, you know the councilman?
I do. I met him. He's a very
very smart fellow.
Definitely.
Buy the 5 if he isn't smart.
Yeah, he's very smart.
Is that what brings you here? Sorry, it's just I can't get over it. It's incredible.
We're just spontaneous.
Indeed.
How would you meet the councilman then?
Ran into him in the woods.
On a trail. When we were coming into town, there were.
Oh, interesting.
I
Yeah.
think he was hunting. Or something like that.
Well, yeah. So sometimes the councilman and Lord Thorn go out on the hunt in the Evergrays. It's one of their little pastimes.
It does seem that way. What do they usually hunt? Do you know?
I assume the venison around here, but I don't know. I haven't gone out there with him, so
Right. Yeah, that's where we ran into him.
fun.
Thanks very much for your help.
My pleasure.
Yes. It's been a pleasure.
Great. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thanks, you too.
Thanks, Norman.
Yeah. Pleasure to meet you, Kel.
Same to you.
Thank you.
To the jewelers, right?
To the jewelers.
To the jewelers.
Actually, I'd like to stop by the leather workers if you don't mind,
Oh,
real
go
quick.
for it.
Sounds
Absolutely.
good.
Just see if they've got anything better than what I do.
Sure.
For Sal, for intents and purposes, do I now have what I need to do to attempt like alchemy stuff?
Yeah, basically.
So if I can get a sort of more precise heating element, then it will improve my
Exactly.
chances. Okay, cool.
If you can just control flames or something.
You could do that.
So when this
would still
stuff
need-
refers to alchemy supplies, that's basically I have that stuff. That's
Yeah, you have
the
everything
glassware
you
and stuff.
need
Cool.
to create a potion.
Nope.
There are additional things that you can acquire that would reduce DCs and give you aid and
Do
stuff
I
like
now
that.
effectively have the recipe for bottled wind as well?
You have the recipe for bottled wind, you have the recipe for the antitoxin, and you have the recipe for health potion.
Cool.
Beautiful.
Alrighty. Kaz, you head out the door and you take a look around and you notice that across the street there is a building with a sort of like cow's hide tanning on the outside. And there seems to be a gentleman outside sort of stripping leathers and sort of tying them up and getting ready to, tan them, skins, different still furred like leathers and stuff, or not leathers, still furred like carcasses and stuff like that. And this gentleman seems to be starting his day. You can see that he's got slightly pointed ears, a little bit more stocky, relatively young man, half elf as far as you can tell. Stubble, red hair on his chin, patchy a little bit. But he's just sort of going about his business. The sign that swings outside this building says "Sarah, Sarah."
Nice.
I like it.
So, does it look? Would I talk to him to buy something, or would I have to go inside?
Oh, you can do whatever you want.
All right. Is there anything outside besides him tanning hides? Like, is there stuff on display?
No, there's the outside that's happening, and then there's like a door that leads to the interior.
All right. I'm just gonna walk right by him with like a morning and try to go in.
Sure. You do so, and he
Yeah.
just sort of like looks at you with a cocked eyebrow, and you like move to like go like open the door, and the door is locked, and he just sort of, "Good morning."
Oh, are you guys not open yet?
We're not open, period.
Oh, why not?
Sorry, are you not from here? I don't recognize you.
No.
Interesting. No, sorry. It's not necessarily a public shop.
Oh.
Did you need something curated, or?
Yeah, I was just seeing if you guys had anything better than what I do, and I just sort of like show my studded leather armor.
Looks pretty good. Sorry. Yeah, no, we don't. We're not necessarily open for the public. If that makes
Oh,
sense.
so you just supplied the Black Hand, was it?
Yeah, among other exports and whatnot. Sure.
Gotcha. All right. Sorry for wasting your time.
No time at all. Did you? So you're not from here. What's your name?
Oh, we're having a conversation now. My name
No,
is.
this is going to be a thing.
Sorry, I
Alright.
just, it's been a while since I've had anyone stop by to
No, it's
inquire
fine.
about things.
My name's Sira Kaz Thelani. Most people just call me Kaz.
Sarah,
Oh, of Sarah.
it's my father.
Sarah and Sons then. And Son.
That was clever.
Thank you.
Right. And he sort of looks, sees the rest of you, like, just sort of out there. You with them?
Yeah, we're sort of in a traveling.
Sort of, hello!
Hi.
I'm just shaking my bottled wind, staring at it.
Sort of a traveling group of. I prefer the term adventurers. Some might say mercenaries.
Ooh, tell him our name.
I was just about to, Kiss. We're the Bad Souls.
Oh, all right. Were you hired?
No, we're just traveling right now.
Oh,
Sometimes we get hired, but not right now.
We were just hired down in the Crown's Port. Well, we took a bounty down in the Crown's Port.
Oh.
Took out a giant. So
Oh.
now we're just sort of looking for the next big thing, you know?
shit. Okay. Well, lovely to meet you all.
Pleasure to meet you.
Sure. Gonna get back to work.
Right. Have a good one.
You as well. And he continues back into his tanning.
The jewelers.
Well, yeah, we'll go to the jewelers.
Let's go.
It seems like everyone really concerned about where we're from,
I
what we're
know.
doing here.
They're very questioning people.
Yeah.
They love rules.
Well, it seems like all they do these days is it's like a big factory for the crown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah, so I do wonder what it is they're making in that alchemist shop.
Mm-hmm.
Can't be anything good, I imagine, that's that secret. I imagine it's not, potions of happiness or something like
Right.
that.
Oh, I've got a potion of happiness right here, and I pull out like a thing of rum.
Well, if I see a little critter running around at some point, let me know.
Well, just any critter?
A little
Uh-huh.
critter.
Sure.
A little mouse or bird or anything.
Sure. Sounds good. Yeah, you guys head out of this area and start to walk down the western street. And you start to pass by some houses. And first and foremost, on the right side, you can see that the houses here on this side of the road are like really nice. Like bigger, nicer. The paved streets are a little bit more well taken care of. On the left, they're not bad by any means, but there's definitely that side of the road and this side of the road, if that makes sense. However, at the end of the street, you can see that there is a rather nice, opulent building there. So opulent. And you begin to make your way that way. You can see also to the left of it, here, seems to be a King's Hand Chapel.
Oh, I thought it was going to be the other one because it looks like it has a cross on it.
No,
You'd be
but
right.
it's just that one. Yeah. Jesus lives there.
That's where Jesus
where
lives.
Jesus lives.
Jesus lives everywhere.
Jesus lives right in here, brother. So, I'm gonna talk like this for the rest of the. No, I'm just gonna hear my voice.
Welcome back, Hank.
So you guys continue
I'll
down the
see a
street,
goblin.
and Kill. Yeah, you look up in the air and you can see that there are like, you can actually see that there are a handful of like pigeons and whatnot, just sort of on like the roofs of houses, gathered around. And you can see as you look up like towards like the mountain peaks, you can see like there are like, avian creatures flying around and whatnot. You don't necessarily see any critters on the ground like mice or anything like that, but there are birds around for sure.
Cool.
What are you going to do with that critter?
Anybody out there in the streets? It's pretty quiet.
As you guys are, this street in particular, you guys take a look around. There's not necessarily too many people out right now. However, you do see someone who is making their way into that sort of more opulent building at the end of the street, where you guys are sort of close enough now. You can see it as a gentleman in sort of like really well-to-do clothes, very well dressed, sort of this tousled brown hair that is really, really well kept and put together. You can only see him from the back. He seems to be wearing like a assortment of earrings, all gold, and two like shimmering emeralds at the end of these sort of dangling earrings on his earlobes. Very well kempt and well cut brown suit with these sort of like beautiful shiny little emerald shoes, and a very nice dark cane with like a silver head to it that is molded and carved in the shape of a eagle, as far as like a bird, as far as you can tell. And he's like swinging it around, and he walks his way into this building where now you were close enough to see it is, you can see a sign outside of it that says Garland and Jewels. Yes, Michaela.
Quick question.
What's up, Michaela?
I have enough points for an Easter egg that I would like to redeem.
Oh, very fun.
But it won't let me do it. I think it's like, you said it was once per stream, right?
It should be once per stream.
Okay, it just doesn't have the option available, and no one redeemed it today.
Oh, weird. Maybe I put it in for too long on accident. Oopsies. Yeah. All right. No worries.
I would like to do that.
Who are you giving this Easter egg to?
Oh.
Great question. Let me hold that thought.
Okay.
Do your thing. I'll see what chat wants me to do. I was redeeming it on their
Can I wait for this person to enter the building and
He's,
then...
yeah, he already has.
Okay. Can I cast a spell on a critter?
What is the range of your spell?
30 feet.
You'd have to get like pretty close to a house.
That's fine.
Yeah. You get like sure. One of the pigeons on the like leftmost building, like here.
Yeah.
You like walk right up to the wall of it and just sort of like hold your hand out.
Mhm.
What would you like to cast?
Okay. I'm casting the spell Animal Messenger.
Okay.
It's a pretty long description, so I'll summarize it. But basically, I say a message, and this critter will go to the person in the place that I specify and deliver the message in my voice.
Okay.
What?
Within 25 miles.
Okay.
And within 24-hour travel time.
Okay.
So it's limited in the distance the creature would travel.
God bless.
So I'm going to specify that this critter will deliver a message to Norman Newt at Cauldron and Newt's.
Yep.
And when I deliver the message, I'm going to do my best sort of Cassander accent in my voice.
Sure.
And so I'm just going to say, and it's 25 words or less. So
great.
I got to manage a lot of things at once, and I've had 6 potions.
I think only 5.
So I'm going to say, so I cast a spell at the pigeon, and I say, for the glory of the crown, it is critical that you show Kill the Turtle your strongest potions the very next time you see him.
Oh.
25.
Okay.
Well done.
Sure. Great.
How do you roll persuasion on that?
You said it's Animal Messenger, right?
Yes.
That's so
You
funny.
can't handle the strongest potions, though.
I need your strongest potion.
This is your gods commanding you.
strongest potions.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
wish
yeah.
you could say that part. You only get 25 words.
Well, I was trying to imply it. Because it's a bird.
It's a bird.
It's a bird speaking
It's a bird.
for the glory of the crown.
For the glory of the crown, show the total.
So funny. Sure. Sure. Yeah. You do. So.
I did use a spell slot just because, you know.
Yeah. No worries.
Yeah.
Yeah. You cast the spell on this pigeon, and it just sort of. Critical. And then it just like beelines over to the.
Do we notice
to the
still
fucking
doing
cult.
this?
Oh yeah. This is right on the open.
Yeah, I'm glowing pink.
Yeah.
You know?
You're getting really good at the voice. That was good.
Thank you.
Keep practicing.
All right, I will.
What was all that about?
What do you mean?
The thing with the bird just now. Can you talk to birds?
Where you been this whole time, man?
I guess. Oh, okay.
Come on.
All right.
He can talk to anything he wants to.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Okay, bring it in close. They're watching. I'm trying to, you know, not you. You got a job to do.
Oh, critical.
My bad.
No, man. The only thing these people care about is like the glory of the crown and shit. So I'm just trying to, you know, put a good word in for me.
Oh.
You know.
So that bird's gonna go find the alchemist?
Yeah, it's gonna go find the alchemist and be like, "Hey, alchemist, you should kill the turtle. You're good shit." And then, I mean, I don't know if it'll
Very
work,
clever.
but worth a try.
Yes.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Hope he doesn't see right through it.
Well, what? You ever had a bird come talk to you?
No.
I don't think so.
Imagine a bird shows up on your windowsill and it's like, "Do this thing."
I'm just saying, if I met someone who wanted something from me, and then they left, and then a bird came and told me, "You should give them that thing," I'd be like, "This is some weird fucking."
Well, I
I think it was
imagine.
an omen. I think it was something speaking to me.
Well,
Exactly.
you had a dead rat in your room and you put it in your
You know?
pocket for
That's
like
what I'm
4
saying.
hours.
You just aren't a man of faith, my friend.
Omens
I'm
are
truly
everywhere.
not.
And all these idiots around here believe in some shit, you know?
Well, fair enough.
Not that he's an idiot. I think he's a smart as hell guy. And he's super nice.
He might
I
be
like
smart, but is he wise?
him. Well, I mean, we'll find out. Maybe he wanted to give me that good shit the whole time.
Maybe.
And this
And
is just
this'll
the
be-
nudge
Quite possible.
he needed.
Or he'll see
Michaela,
right
did you
through
have
it.
We're gonna wait for an opportune time.
Oh, of course. Heard.
Classic
This
chat
game.
back.
Classic Chad, not wanting to really pull
Walk
the
back,
trigger.
walk back.
Great.
Save it for later.
Yes, they are paragons of restraint.
You were talking to me when I almost made Garrett brain dead.
Classic Chad.
For a month!
Holy fuck, that's so
That would
funny.
have been fun.
Right? Sorry, what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing?
We're going to the jewelers.
Because
Are
you
you?
yourself a captain.
Yes, let's go to
That's
this.
where I'm going.
You guys walk up to Garland and Jules. You go to try the doors, and they open. And you walk in. You can see that this is a very nice place. It's a rather large. Yeah, just throw whatever you want.
Yeah, break my potions.
Was it called Garland and Jewels?
Garland and Jules.
Interesting. Okay.
And the interior of this place is beautiful. There's a nice glass chandelier hanging from the ceiling. The walls are painted this sort of really nice, like light burgundy type situation with like gilded. Is it called molding or crowning?
Crown molding.
Crown molding.
End the stream.
Anyways, get us the fuck out of here. This beautiful gold crown molding. And there are 3 different sets of glass sort of cases that are relatively long, probably 10 feet each. 2 on the sides of the wall, and then 1 in the middle of the shop. And at the very end, there is a bar where behind it you can see that there are shelves. Again, very similar to the Grappled Thigh, very similar to Cauldron and Newts, except on these shelves are a bunch of different beautiful little gems and like ring casings and stuff like that. It's a very, very beautiful spot. You can see that there are 2 folk sort of conversing on not the, when I say the other side of the bar, I do not mean the one opposite of you. Other side is in like the bar side where you guys are entering in from. There seems to be a woman with this really like almost jet black hair tied up in a really tight bun. You can see that her skin is like ever so slightly tinted red. It's almost borderline pink.
Like a sunburn?
Yeah, but all over.
Yeah.
She has, at least on one side of her head, you can see that there's like the slightest little protrusion of a black like bump or horn or bone here on her forehead. And she's rather beautiful. I mean, probably in her mid 50s or so, as far as you can tell. She's dressed very, very nicely. In sort of a, think like Salem, like Salem witch trials era, like black sort of dress. That's a little bit more, like a little tighter up top, and then poofs out at the hips. She has like a beautiful, like sort of almost lace like sleeve on her arms, and she's just sort of standing like this, listening to a gentleman speaking across from her. They're both just sort of like speaking about something in intense conversation. The gentleman that you saw walk in here from before.
The more tieflings we see, the more I realize I have the devil blood real strong in me.
You do.
You got a lot of it going on, don't you?
Apparently.
You do.
I have a tail.
You
These
do.
people have like
I have a tail.
like
horn.
not even a half horn.
Yeah. Yes, Michaela.
Easter egg.
Easter egg. Who are you giving it to? Now, Easter egg. God damn it.
Eminent sleeves, you know?
To Kaz.
Yes.
Okay.
Why?
sounds
I'm
good.
always getting these flashes of insight.
I love it. So you get a flash of insight. As soon as you walk into the building, you see that they're
love
in
that.
this conversation. You immediately get the vibe of they are. As soon as you walk in, you immediately notice them you heard just a split second of them speaking about something, and then immediately as you walk in, you hear them change tone. You're not necessarily sure subject because you didn't hear it, but their tone of their conversation immediately changes. Their body language sort of shifts as you sort of settle to more of like a casual situation, and you swear that the space between them gets a little bit wider. You definitely know that they were talking about something intense before. You know that it was probably more so in, when I say intimate, you make whatever assumptions you want, but
Sure.
it was definitely an important conversation that they did not want anyone eavesdropping on, even in the slightest. Even though you were standing, there's no way you could have really heard what they were talking about. Something was going on.
This is the woman that you described was inside the jewelry shop already, and this is the person that we saw walked in.
You definitely saw the gentleman walk in.
Yeah.
You assume that the woman was already in the.
Unless there's a back door that she burst through seconds before we got in here.
Entirely possible.
Yeah. Ladies love the back door.
They usually do. You also notice that you do notice that the gentleman does not wear a ring on his left hand. However, the woman wears a ring on her hand. When she sort of switches to you can see that there's an opulent diamond on her ring finger on her left hand.
Do normal human traditions hold here in Petrichor regarding
regarding
rings on left hands?
Rings on left hands and whatnot. We can say that is a marriage or at least partnership in some way.
I do absolutely lean over to kiss. I'm just like, let's do it fucking.
You don't know that.
Let's find out then.
Did you not see it?
I don't know.
I don't point.
Yeah.
I started
Those
to do it.
motherfuckers.
Oh god.
If you notice, she's got a ring. I'm just saying it so that she.
I will.
I need the mic to pick it up. That's all. I
No
am
worries.
whispering.
I got you.
She's got a ring. He doesn't.
Interesting.
What?
That doesn't mean anything.
Oh, it might
She's a
not.
jewelry person. They like jewelry.
It's on the left ring finger.
So I'd wear one
Do you,
if I had one.
are you not familiar with what they're supposed to be for?
I know what
Aren't
they're
you from
for.
Sinner Road?
I know what they're for.
Where is Cassander wearing her ring?
Where am I wearing my ring?
The one that I put on your finger.
Because my ring of obscurance is on my right
That's where
hand.
I put it, isn't it? When we played it out, that's where it's sitting.
They think
I'm
you're
wearing
married. They think you're married.
Indigo, what are you doing?
I want to step forward and
Okay.
be like, "Hello." How are you?
How's the adultery?
Yeah, say that.
How are? Hello there. How are you today?
Good morning. I'm doing fine.
Yes.
How are you?
Cool. Just browsing a bit. I'm sorry. Are you Garland or Jules? I'm not quite sure. We're a bit new in town.
That's all right. I am Garland Jules.
Oh.
That's your name.
Sal misspoke because you said
Okay.
that first. My bad.
Jules Garland.
I am Jules Garland.
Oh.
I'm Garland, Jewel.
That's very clever. I love that.
Thank you. My husband came up with it.
Oh yes, wonderful. Well, yes, I'm just kind of browsing, really. What you have? Forgive me. This is a bit crass. What do you have anything for someone on a budget?
Oh, darling. You seem... I don't recognize
Wild
you.
place to go with a
Yes, my name is Indigo. It's my traveling party. We're a bit new in town. Just sort of going out and seeing the world and that sort of thing.
I
Are
like to
you
try and
perhaps-
adjust my collar so everyone can see that I am wearing a necklace and a ring.
Sure.
I wear jewelry.
And she sort of, oh. And she looks over to the gentleman. Aaron, are these guests of... I do believe so. A pleasure to meet you all. I am Councilman Dumont. I hear you are guests of Lord Thorn,
Yes, we met him shortly before arriving.
so I've been told. You are to join us all for dinner this afternoon.
Yes.
Good.
Wait,
good.
what?
Very good.
What?
This afternoon? Did I?
Yes, today.
Oh, did I ruin the surprise? Oh,
We knew it was
doing that all
happening.
the time.
We've not officially gotten the
It's all right,
invitation.
darling. Oh, well, I'm sure you'll be receiving it later this afternoon.
They said around noon.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure, yes.
Ibrahim said around noon.
Ah, yes. Well, he's very punctual, so it does not surprise me. Well, how exciting. You said you're on a budget.
Yes, I'm afraid my presence, at least I'm speaking only for myself, of course. I mean, my personal funds are, well, I'm not exactly liquid at the moment. But I was kind
I
of...
understand that,
We have such wonderful things here. I was curious to see what you
Thank
had
you.
available.
Yes. Well, for friends of Lord Thorn, of course, I could show him around. Yes, I don't see why not. Sure. I will see you this afternoon. It was a pleasure to meet you all. I've got business to attend to.
Is he? Sorry if I missed some of the initial description, but is he wearing sort of like, like armor? Or
He's not wearing
He's
armor.
dressed very casual.
He's very
Jewels,
very
though.
nicely dressed.
Earrings.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of earrings and stuff,
Yeah.
and a very nice cane, but he's not wearing armor.
Okay.
Yes, Cass.
Katso Dumont, sorry, before you go, we've been sort of going around the businesses, checking out the area. We know that a lot of the councilmen tend to sort of own the stores around here. Are you the technical owner of Garland and Jewel?
Oh, son, of course not. No, darling. My husband owns Garland and Jewels.
Oh, well, that does make sense with the name, but I mean the Cauldron and Newt or whatever.
I
was
can
owned
see
by-
why
yeah.
I can see why you asked that, Errant. Please. My apologies. I do not. Harold Garland owns this place.
Got it, Harold.
If you'll excuse me, got some errands to run. Huh. And he turns and heads out the door.
I bet he uses that joke a lot.
He does.
Harold.
Your name is Jules,
It is, yes.
and you own a jewelry store.
Forgive me, this is too personal, but is this why you entered the jewelry business? Or?
Darling, no.
Oh.
We happened upon
Crentist the
a
dentist.
sort of motherlode, I suppose you could call it, in the Tempest Peaks. When myself and my husband found ourselves settled in Aberlock when it was sort of first founded, we were looking for an area to start production of our manor. And when we were scoping out the place, yes, Michaela.
Sorry to interrupt. NY Cowboy just subscribed for 5 months.
Yay!
Thanks, NY
Thank
Cowboy.
you.
I appreciate that, buddy. Hell yeah, man. I'm gonna resume my sensual character for a moment, but thank you very much for doing that. And when we were scouting out a sort of spot to settle down, we happened upon what we could only sort of identify as a little natural, let's call it an indentation in the Tempest Peaks, at least in the basin of it. And, well, Harold took to the pickaxe and made his way through, and we found a little cave system. Paid a few folk, hired a few, people down in the luck trying to start a new place here, and in this newfound town. And we ended up doing pretty well for ourselves. And so we decided with all this abundance, we might as well start exporting and then open up a nice little shop for the people around and travelers like yourself to come take a look.
Yeah, it's quite wonderful. I did happen to overhear that you're no longer doing commissions. There's some sort of issue with the mine.
Yes, unfortunately, we had to shut down production on the mine itself. So right now we're sort of shifting our resources to figuring that out.
I see. What was the issue with the mine? If you don't mind me asking.
Oh, you don't want to hear about it. It's just a whole bunch of bureaucratic things and whatnot.
All right.
Oh, we were hoping it might be something a little more visceral. We're traveling adventurers.
I wish it could be, honey. It would be much more exciting, but you know how it is. The coin falls where it does.
Does this shop look like a kind of a traditional jewelry store where there's just like sort of cases of
More or less, yes.
jewelry and are there any descriptions of anything or?
No. Funny
placards
enough.
or anything like
No,
that?
actually.
Are they? This stuff is all like cut gems. It's not like raw material out of the mine.
That is correct.
Right? Yeah,
Mhm.
okay.
She does say, well, you said you were looking for something on a budget. I have a few gems that I could probably present to you that are relatively affordable. What is your budget, if you don't mind me asking?
I have a few gold to work with. What is there anything I could get from the ballpark of, let's say, 2-3 gold?
Sure, we can work something out. Take a look at this. She holds up a transparent, pale blue sort of little gem. This is blue quartz. This goes for about a gold piece each. We really only have like 5 more left of this. This particular cut. This here is my personal favorite. She pulls out an opaque black, like triangle gem. This is a bit of obsidian. Exciting. Got about 4 pieces of this. Some turquoise as well. We've got about 5 of these. It's opaque, like blue-green. However, that's about what I have in our realm of 1 to 2 gold or so. If you were interested in bumping it up, I do have some moonstone that you might be interested in. Some say that it has even arcane properties, who knows.
Really?
And then, of course, you could check out the onyx, the star rose quartz. That's all runs about 5 to 8 gold pieces. And then if you wanted to really, throw it all down, I do have a bit of amethyst for 10. I've got a handful of pearls that I've been trying to get rid of for 25. And I've got 1 jet black gem for 50 gold pieces.
Tell me more about the moonstone. That sounds quite interesting. You see, it has magical properties?
Some say it does.
You don't mind if I people tend to get spooked if I start waving my hands around, but you don't mind if I enhance my vision a little bit?
For what purpose, love?
Just to look around, kind of like a jeweler's. What would you call those?
Oh, like a little monocle or
Yeah,
something.
I know that in real life it's called a jeweler's loop, but I don't think Gil would know that.
Sure, make a persuasion check.
Yeah. 15.
15. I mean, if you'd like, sure. I could simply produce some of our products so you can look at it if you'd like.
I'll take her initial approval to just go ahead and cast detect magic.
Okay, you begin to cast, and she just sort of...
Not as a ritual, I'll just fire it off.
Sure. Yeah, you just fire it off.
I'll say this will do just fine.
Okay. You cast this spell. You mutter your incantation and let it loose. And she just sort of... So, what would you like to see?
Does anything light up? Do the moonstones light up?
There were a few things on her person that light up.
Okay.
Nothing else in the vicinity. The moonstone does have a tiny tinge of an arcane presence to it.
Okay. The things that light up on her person, are they visible? Or are they sort of under her clothes or in a bag?
There is something under her sort of right hip. The ring on her finger is magical, and the necklace around her neck is magical.
And schools?
The necklace is conjuration.
Ooh,
the ring is abjuration. And the thing on her hip is what's the word I'm looking for?
Evocation.
Evocation, yeah.
That's pretty good.
No, that's one.
You get it, right?
I got it right away.
Lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt.
And then the moonstones. The moonstones are lightly. Something.
They're faintly arcane. There's a faint arcane presence to it. There's not a school related to it.
Gilai, I feel like I owe you a piece of jewelry after all this. Anything catching your eye?
Well, I don't know.
Do you have any opal or smoky quartz?
I do not, unfortunately.
Hey, what do you think that pearl I gave you is worth?
That pearl. I'm actually not sure.
I'd love to take a look.
take out the pearl.
She takes it. She passes her finger over and mutters an incantation that you do not recognize. And her eyes glow for a moment. Oh, this is rather nice. Where did you find it?
I found it in the sea, actually. I suppose that's where all pearls come from.
I suppose so. Well, unfortunately, if I wasn't trying so hard to get rid of the pearls that I have,
Yeah.
I would take this off your hands because this is rather nice. But I suppose you could probably take this to pretty much anyone else, and they'd probably give you at least 30 gold pieces for it.
Wow.
She hands it back.
Thank you.
Goodness.
Damn. Thank you for that. That was kind of you to do that for us for free. Can you tell me a little bit about the moon? Well, you were asking about the
Yeah, the
moonstones.
moonstone sounds interesting.
Yes, I mean, it's rather beautiful. It shines a little bit in the moonlight. And some say that there are a little bit of magical properties about it. I've heard folk at the academy use it every once in a while for... How do I put this? Like... for an arcane reagent.
Oh, interesting.
Convenient.
That's very cool.
You said, and how much were they?
Our moonstones are 5 gold pieces each.
Let me get this one for you.
Really?
How many do you have?
3.
I've got a necklace
take
and a
them
ring
all.
because of you.
All right.
Oh.
15 gold pieces, sir.
Well,
And she heads around and she plucks one from the back wall, and then she goes around to one of the glass cases. She unlocks one of the locks on it, opens it up, and grabs the other 2, and places them in a light little satin bag, and then hands it over to you and takes the 15 gold from you.
I take it and I put it in my bag of holding.
Sure. Well, a pleasure.
That's a weird antagonistic thing to do. Anyway.
You'll get them, don't worry.
Um,
I'm going to teach him to like me.
yeah, that's the way to do it. Withhold the gift he was going to get from his other friend.
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's like giving a dog a treat.
Is it like that?
It will be.
Please forgive us. We have so much drama happening.
none of the other
Really?
none of the other gemstones are
It's all very
emanating magic
very
right
juicy.
now. And just a practical question for this campaign. Spell components that require a certain value, are they just divided by 10? Like a
Correct.
30 gold diamond
is
for
correct.
Revivify type of
Raise a 3 gold diamond.
Yeah. Oh,
Well,
3.
300 gold diamond is a 30 gold diamond.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Exactly. Well, I mean, I'm not super heavy on cash either, but anything catch your eye?
What was it? The first thing you showed me was a blue opal.
First thing I told you was blue quartz. Yes.
Blue quartz sounds quite interesting. I'll take one of those.
Sure, that'll be 1 gold piece. Are you sure you didn't want maybe a pair of them? Like sometimes it might get lonely. You know.
Are these
You can make-
wearable or are they sort of like loose?
Well, they're loose right now, but I mean, if you came across a casing, you could pop it in one.
Oh, I see. You don't sell those here, do you?
Technically, no, but it depends on the coin that you're working with, I suppose.
I'll just take the loose opal for right now.
All right, that'll be 1 gold piece.
It's quartz though. Quartz. Sorry. I can tell people what I want.
Give me the opal.
If you only buy 1 earring,
I
which
know
year
you
does it
got
go in?
She's like, yes, darling.
That's really 90s.
She puts the blue quartz in another satin little pouch, and she hands it over, takes a gold piece.
As are we.
So, pleasure doing business with you all. Is there anything else I could help you with?
No, I was going to look at the moonstones, but I guess that's sort of out of the question, isn't it? So, thank you for your
So
help.
there's no finished jewelry here. It's just stone, just gemstones.
There is finished jewelry, like in the glass cases.
Oh, there are. Okay.
Okay.
I would love to return at some point. Is this? You said this sort of a family business. Are you the one always behind the desk here, or is there someone else we can expect to see?
Well, every once in a while, my son manages the store as well. However, it is his day off.
Oh, really?
What's your son's name?
Oh, Harold Jr.
Oh, you
He
got
goes by
2.
Harry.
I see.
Gotcha. Right, makes sense. Cool. Thanks.
How long are you all staying in town for?
Oh, just a couple of days, I think. Most likely.
Sure.
But yes, well, it's a pleasure meeting you.
It was a pleasure.
See you very soon, I imagine.
Yes, I believe so. What a lovely little dinner we will have.
Thanks for everything.
Pleasure is all mine.
and thanks for leave.
You guys head out?
As we're leaving, I do want to like try to slip the bag of moonstone into his backpack without anyone noticing.
Make a sleight of hand check.
I just want to.
Unfreaking believable.
19.
Beats my pass.
It beats your passive.
Yeah.
Yeah, he slips it in.
And my slips it
He
in.
slips it in.
In my component pouch.
Right inside that component pouch. I would say you probably just
Ouch.
your component pouch is like at like your side and it's too small. I would probably say the pouch of moonstones he puts into like your like actual little sack that you carry with yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Makes sense.
Moonstone.
3 moonstones. Bless you.
Bless you. Thank you.
Yeah. Alrighty, what are you guys doing now?
Well, gee, it's got to be about time for our invitation to dinner, I imagine.
Probably a good time for that to happen, which we will find out when we get back from the break. Hell yeah. All right, well, thank you guys very much. We'll be right back. Go grab some something to drink, a snack, go use the restroom. That's what we're all going to be doing. We'll be back anywhere between like 10 and 12 minutes. So thanks for joining in. We'll be right back.
See you soon.
Cool. Good check, guys.
Welcome back. It's time for the main event. No, okay, so welcome back. In a world.
Oh, party drinks.
Party
drinks.
Hell yeah.
I have a lovely non-branded seltzer water.
I can't tell what that is.
Mhm. This green bottle.
Salud.
Salud. Fuck it, I'm
One time-
shit.
the one and only time I've gotten my sister to play Dungeons and Dragons, she played a little rock gnome whose name was Pellegrino.
That's awesome.
That's a cute name.
That's very
Wow,
cute.
where'd that come from?
I don't know.
Very funny.
Wait,
Why do you bring that up? Yeah.
I don't know. It just came to me.
Yeah, but weird. Weird that you would say that randomly. All right, so you guys just spoke to Jules Garland at Garland and Jules, and also
Feels
met.
like a.
What?
That's just funny.
Thanks, I'm clever. So,
Her name is Jules.
Yeah, but
Is
the
it
first,
Jules
the first Garland is
J-U-L-E-S,
Harold.
or Jules with a W?
I don't know. Did you ask?
Jewel.
Okay, so it's spelled like Jules, like Jules.
Yes,
Not like Julia.
but
Like
her-
Jules, not like Jules Verne.
No,
Not like Jules.
no. It's Jewel, and then on the sign it's apostrophe S. So like Garland and Jules.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Garlands and Juleses.
Gross.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw.
So, you find yourselves.
Michaela just removed an article of clothing, and I keep glancing over it. She's incredibly attractive.
Everybody is going to get
We're all gonna
naked.
take an ogle break for a minute.
Follow my Twitch. We're gonna go ahead and link the OnlyFans. So
Drop that one.
Why don't we just record them at the see? It would really save.
I
would
know,
really-
I know. We should do
It sucks that we
D&D
have to-
on our
It sucks that we have
OnlyFans.
to do, like, redo the whole game over again.
I know, but be naked. Yeah, let's just do it all at once.
It's like
Yeah, let us know in the comment section if you guys would subscribe to our OnlyFans in which we just play D&D naked. Okay, so
There's got to be an audience.
there's gotta
There's
be.
gotta be
I
someone who's
know
done
there
that, I
is
bet.
because there are
Because I'm watching it. No,
podcasts like that.
So, you guys are now outside of Garland and Jules, on the streets of Aberlock. It is deeper into the morning at this point, probably going to be noon relatively soon. If you guys wanted to head back to the Grappled Thigh, or what else would you would like to do at this time?
Heel, I have a thought. Are we
All
really
right.
pretty alone right now, as far as like?
You can be more alone if you want.
Let's go somewhere we can talk a bit more privately.
Okay, sure. I'll follow you.
Savage Surge.
Oh no! Get right out of that field of vision.
Lure me out of safety.
Make sure you're the only target around.
Don't feeble-mind me, bro.
Don't feel
Listen, so we didn't get a chance to talk to Harry, but I have a thought.
Well, I guess there's a couple of Harrys now.
Well, now we know. This actually is actually relevant. Could you do your little animal spell
Mhm.
and send a message to Harry?
The problem, it's a good idea, but I have to know a person first.
You have to know them.
Yeah, I gotta know them, and I gotta kind of know where they are.
I see.
If I I guess I know where they live.
I mean,
So,
if you were to like guess and we got it right, would that work? Or
well, I gotta describe them. I don't think as we have this conversation, I'll double check. I don't think I
don't
have
necessarily
to.
think you need to have met them, but I believe the place.
I have to have a
that-
description.
the description, but I also believe the place that you're sending them has to be a place that you've been. I
okay.
believe. I just read it not too long ago.
Yeah, I think that's right.
You specify a location which you must have visited,
yeah.
and a recipient who matches a general description, right? So it can be someone you haven't met, but the place it's going has to be somewhere you've been.
But if we go to the, Garland Manor, and
Yes.
even if we just kind of get a very informal hello, then I could send a little messenger there later.
I mean, maybe we don't. I mean, maybe we can somehow get access to Harry without the spell necessarily. If we have some sort of reason to talk to him. That's...
Yeah, well, the beauty of it is it's very easy for me to do. It's not very taxing, so I could definitely do it. I gotta get a look inside maybe.
Gotcha. All right. Well, let's I guess let's head back and check to see if we've gotten our invitation yet, and then figure out what to do from there.
Yeah, I mean, of course. Obviously, I have some scouting skills. I could send up a bird or something to go kind of look around in there, or a rat or something. There's definitely ways to do it. maybe for now we'll take the more simple, straightforward method, and then if we run into some challenges, we can think creatively.
Good to know.
I mean, they did say, Sarlby kind of said, like, don't go just waltzing up to people's houses, but I don't know, it doesn't seem very neighborly.
Yeah, well, he did say he was on. I mean, we don't even know that he's there, do we? He's on his day off, of course, but how many people spend their day off at home?
Do we even know what Harry Jr. does with his life?
Well, he works at the jewelry shop, apparently.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes.
So they take turns. Well, I mean, we could just kind of.
Well, if we want to talk to him before we go to the dinner.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess let's check and see how much time we have to work with here.
Okay. I mean, otherwise.
Sorry.
Y'all fucking sneezing.
I'm sorry.
Otherwise, like I said, I got some scouting skills.
All right.
We could definitely find our way in there, I think.
Yes, we'll figure something out.
So, yeah.
All right. Rejoin the others. Yeah, let's head back to the inn and see if we've gotten our invitation yet.
Back to the grapple thigh.
You make your way back to the
It's
grapple.
my favorite
False
name of.
advertising.
It's my favorite name of anything
Very
ever.
few
I think
thighs.
the grapple thigh.
There.
You guys, for the sake of brevity, enter into the facility. And you can see that there's a handful of patrons here, probably like 2 or 3. 2 at the bar, 1 just at a lonesome table. They all seem to be human, with the exception of the one gentleman sitting at the table, who seems to be a rather large dragonborn folk. He
Dragonborn Folksmithsonshire.
Folksmithsonshire Lock. He has light blue scales and no tail. Dressed in pretty normal clothing, I suppose. You can see that there are like black like stains on his frock, and he wears a like leather well, he doesn't wear it, sorry. He's got a leather apron that is sort of like placed to the side on the table. He's in the middle of eating a rather large either late breakfast or early lunch.
Does he appear to be a sapphire dragonborn or a blue dragonborn?
Did you get Fizzbin's dragon?
Roll a nature check.
Nature 14.
14. He's certainly blue. However, you're
Sorry,
not
15. Because I'm level 3 now.
He's certainly blue.
Level 5 of me. Yeah.
He's certainly blue. You've never known Dragonborn to have this tint of scale color before. It is borderline sky blue.
Okay. Got it.
He's just, keeping to himself, eating. You can see Sarlby behind the bar talking to a couple gentlemen, humans. Relatively young, probably like, early 30s or so.
Is this dragonborn rather burly or more of a lithe dragon?
Rather burly.
Rather burly. Cool.
Mm-hmm. Sarlby looks up. Oh, come back from your morning routine, as it were.
That's right. Hey, Sarlby, how you doing?
Doing all right. Just,
Nice to see some folks in here.
Oh, yes. Just a couple of folks having their lunch and all that. No word yet from Councilman on anything. However, and he just sort of like thinks a little bit. Probably shouldn't be too long. You said sometime around midday, right? The sun highest in the sky and all that.
Yes.
Shouldn't be much longer. Can I get you anything?
Oh, I'm all good, thank you.
All right.
Is it? Are you still serving breakfast? Or you got something new going on?
Well, we just got the full shipment of venison in, and I've been making some potatoes in the back as well, stewing about. So if you give me a minute or two, I could probably get you a bowl of that.
Yeah, why not?
Actually, that sounds really good.
I'm actually gonna go check on the boy.
All right.
Nothing for me right now, thank you.
All right. He goes in the back and grabs you a couple home bowls of stew. cast. You head upstairs. You go to open the door, and it opens, and you crack your head in. And Rennie is still like, he's not asleep, but he's just sort of like laying in bed, like.
I thought he was gonna be gone again. This fucking
No.
child.
No. He's laying in bed. The pitcher is empty. And he's just sort of laying there. Hey.
Hello. How you feeling?
I'm alright. I'm really tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna get you some more water and I'll be back, alright? So,
Thanks.
Do you want me to grab you anything while I'm down there? You
No,
said he's got
I'm
some
okay.
stew. Alright. And then I just grab the pitcher and glass and...
No problem.
Yeah.
You set him up. For sure. Alright. You guys chill out for a little bit. Is there anything that you'd like to do in this little moment of a short rest type time?
No, just out of curiosity, looking around at the patrons, there's the Dragonborn guy. Everyone else you said mostly human?
The two other folk at the bar are both human, yeah.
Men, women?
Men, both in their early 30s.
Wow. We've met one woman in this whole well, technically two if you count Dove. Does that occur to anyone else? Is there like a rule against women here?
It had not occurred to me,
I don't know.
but yeah.
It's just sort of funny, isn't it?
Well, it's like a miner's town, you know. It might be just be folks coming here to do hard labor and that's kind of stuck around.
Sure. Except for Dove.
And I wouldn't want to fucking be here,
I guess it.
you know.
It's
suppose
not the
that makes
most
sense.
pleasant town.
Yeah, except for Dove, wherever she is now.
Yeah.
I think she's in Stoneholm.
I hope not, but I think that's probably most likely.
Do you think that's for like only the most hardened criminals, or do you think that's just for anybody that owes a debt?
I think it's for anyone.
How are you even gonna pay off a debt if you're rotting away in a stone fucking...
Maybe they make you do labor. Plus, it sounds like there are layers, so maybe like the people on top just did like minor crimes, and then the further deep into the Earth's core you get, like it's the worst
shit.
crime. I know. Seems harsh.
It's terrifying.
I think so. I can't imagine who guards the place.
Well, we may want to find out sometime soon here.
Oh yes, we shall.
While we were traveling here, Sal, we didn't see any like sign of any like, there weren't any like farms or anything we passed, right?
Not on your way here.
Yeah. So definitely not like an agricultural area, which makes sense. It's by the mountains and all that. Yeah.
Weird. We'll just await our invitation then.
Yeah, I guess. I'll go up to the Dragonborn.
Okay.
With my bowl of stew. The Dragonborn's eating lunch, you said, right? Hey there, Fran.
Hello.
How's the stew? I haven't tried it yet.
It's alright.
I've had all right stew. I was hoping for something memorable.
Unfortunately, not the place for a memorable stew.
You been here a while? In town?
Sometime.
We're new here. Doesn't seem like the kind of place you'd want to hang around if you didn't have to.
You can say that again.
You a miner?
No. Close. The blacksmith.
Oh, are you the blacksmith or you just work there?
I am a blacksmith.
Okay. I was a blacksmith's apprentice out on the island of Moore for a little bit.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah.
You sell out there for, what do they call it now? Sponsorship?
Yeah, not me specifically. Some of my friends, though. I just kind of found my way there. You know, wandering about, just seeing what else the North had to offer. So far, I gotta say, I'm not super impressed.
Well, this isn't really the North.
Yeah, I know. I got this, I got a map of the place, and, yeah. Looks like there's ways to go. I'm hoping there's some highlights along the way.
You decided to stop here.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Met a couple of colorful characters.
Who's that?
Oh, my man Norman. We're at the Alchemy Shop.
Yes, Norman.
Yeah.
Rather colorful.
He's the happiest dude I've seen in all of Aberlock.
He gets to do what he likes.
Yeah. How about you? You get to do what you like?
I've been doing
what I like for some time, I suppose you could say.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you are quite literally a colorful character.
Afraid I've lost a bit of my hue in my time.
Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, I don't quite feel myself here either, but, you know, you could always move on. You get your man with some skills. I'm sure that if this place is no longer suiting you, you could do your thing anywhere.
Perhaps folk like me, these parts of the crown, even still after the tens, it's hard to find too consistent work.
Really? Where I just came from, I met a beautiful dragonborn woman. She was like she's more successful than anyone I ever met in terms of kind of resources and ability to do what she wanted.
Where did you meet this woman?
On Moor?
The island.
Yeah.
A little far from home,
Yeah.
I suppose you could say.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Well, hey, this is probably a heavier conversation than you wanted in the middle of your lunch, but I just thought I'd say hello. We'll be around for a little bit. I know that for me personally, I find staring at a bunch of humans all day long is a little bit tedious. So, you know, if you're looking to just kind of mix up your color palette.
What did you say your name was?
I'm Kill.
Autolycus.
Autolycus the blacksmith. Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you as well.
I don't know how long we'll be here. Probably not too long, but you know, if you need another hammer,
I could speak to my employer about it, see if we could use some help around the forge. I certainly would appreciate it. Maybe even get you some coin.
Ah, man. Well, I'll let you get back to it. We're staying here for now, so yeah, we'll see you around.
All right. Goes back to eating, and you do notice that he keeps an eye on like you and your group. Not like, but just you seem to understand that he appreciates this little interaction. And as you sort of step away, at this point you do you all turn to see and hear the doors open of the grappled thigh. And in walks two armored men in the same garb as Mordain that you saw earlier. Two black hands. A couple of them walk in, and the two gentlemen at the bar just sort of turn, and they actually stand up out of their chair, and they just sort of like are standing as they walk in. And Sarlby turns and puts like his glass down that he was polishing, and just sort of turns. Gentlemen, I assume you're here to deliver invitation. And one of them steps up, and you can actually see now he takes off his sort of like chain helmet. You can see that it is Mordain. And he says, "Yes. The Bad Souls, you're cordially invited to Lord Thorn's estate for dinner this evening."
He used our group name.
He reaches to a pack on his side, pulls out a small little sealed like emblem. When I say sealed, it's not sealed, but it is a seal.
Like a
of
wax
emblem.
seal?
Yes, exactly. And he holds it out. You can see it is that depiction of that rose that you saw on the armor of Illan Thorn. And he hands it over to you. Please present this when you arrive tonight at dusk.
Oh, at dusk. Big day.
Wonderful.
You gonna be joining us, Mordain?
For dinner?
Mm-hmm.
I will not.
Too bad.
We'll miss ya.
They both turn around and they walk out, and Sarlby and the two gentlemen relax at the bar. Kill, you do notice that Autolycus seemed to not give a fuck that they walked in. Just kept on eating, kept to himself. Well, yippee.
Well, I can't wait. I think it's going to be loads of fun.
Sure. It's not every day that someone gets invited up to the estate to dine with the Lord and his councilmen.
Really? Sort of rare?
No, this is... I've actually never heard of this happening. So.
Really?
Aren't we special then?
I thought he maybe did it all the time as like a community outreach thing.
No.
He doesn't do a lot of that.
Inviting strangers to his estate for dinner? No, he does not.
Should we be worried?
Don't suppose why you would, unless you had a reason to.
I've never been trained in dinner manners. I don't know which fork to use.
Just don't speak out of turn, I guess.
Who would ever do that?
Aha. Right. Alright, well, are you just gonna be staying here? Should I keep an eye on your cousin or whatever?
I'll keep an eye on him. You're relieved of your post.
Right.
Thank you.
Alright, well, if you need anything, we'll be here still. My shift ends in a couple hours, so.
Thanks for your help.
Yep, no worries.
Do we wanna fast forward?
What do you guys want to do?
Well, let's get somewhere private so we can kind of like form our next plan.
Oh, actually,
Whether it's a room or something else.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna pop back over to the. Newt's place.
Oh, sure.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, see if your
if he's
little
got
message
anything.
works.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah.
Do you want anyone to come with you?
Sure.
Okay.
You want to come?
Yeah, I'd love to.
All right.
I'll stay here with the boy and Kaz.
That's nice.
I meant to do this after I discovered the moonstones, but then I forgot that I hadn't discovered the moonstones, so I'm gonna say that I'll do it anyway.
Okay.
Did you say you did discover the moonstones?
Well, no, I was saying I intended on doing this after I discovered them, but then I said it, forgetting that I had yet to discover them.
Nice.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
We're gonna go anyway.
Yeah, we're gonna go anyway.
Okay, so you head over to Cauldron and Newts, and you walk up to the place. You open the door; doors are open and everything, and you walk in. Everything is as you left it. You do look at the end of the bar, and you see Newt behind it in mid-conversation with Ibrahim Salih.
Oh.
And he just sort of turns and looks. Oh, hello, friends. Give me just a moment.
Sure. Take your time, Norm.
Thank you. And then he just continues in sort of like a little bit of a hushed conversation with Ibrahim. That moment passes, and Ibrahim just sort of nods and looks over to you. Well, does not surprise me that you've made your way here. Seems as though you are interested in this type of situation.
Yeah, I heard you're a bit of an innovator.
Something like that.
Any chance I could work with you on one of them heating elements? I heard it makes all the difference in the world.
Depends. How much coin do you have to spare? Takes a bit of time to create.
Okay. Well, what are we talking here? I mean, I can only speak for what I have, but maybe my friends be willing to lend me some spare change if needed.
Wonderful. Well, the more coin that you have, the faster I'll be able to work, because I'll have access to more material.
Do you have a range?
Well, it would cost me at least 10 gold pieces to put it together.
Okay. Well, I mean, you're the one that's been a little bit, insistent that we spend as little time here as possible. So maybe if you're willing to work with me on our shared goal of me leaving here as quickly as possible with this invention. What are we thinking? 10 gold pieces will get it done?
Probably not. Probably something like 50.
50.
Yes.
Man, it'd be a shame if I have to spend the next, I don't know, like a month or two, or
Yeah,
3
we'd
or
have
4
to be here
here.
a long time.
That is very true.
Yeah.
I
Bothering you
suppose you'll
forever.
have to go without the contraption, won't you?
Well,
Well, we can make a fire pretty easy.
yeah.
I'm sure you could.
I mean, if need be. But I mean, like, okay, how long are we talking here for 10 gold? You gotta help me out. I'm trying to help you out.
We just want to get out of your hair.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have this absolutely terrible pigeon problem lately. Maybe you could help me out with that. You see, pigeons just seem to be flying into our store, accosting my customers, saying things along the lines of, oh, you need to be doing this, or you must show someone your inventory the next time they come in. Do you happen to have any idea of that happening or anything, do you?
Pigeons.
Accosting.
Isn't that
Speaking?
incredible? Yes.
Oh,
That
speaking,
is.
I can buy it, but accosting?
Mm.
I don't know why a pigeon would accost somebody.
That's a great question.
Weird. I can see why that would be a problem.
It does seem to be strange to me that you are just everywhere we go.
I think maybe you like us more than you're letting on.
You'd be sadly mistaken. So, I'm going to make my way out of here,
I mean, sure.
and you will no longer teeter the line that I've set for you. Correct?
What have we done?
I thought is there a law?
There are
What
more
laws are we
lines.
teetering? I keep saying if you just give me the list of rules, I would try my best to follow them, but you
It would
can't.
make sense, would it not, to not try to convince a simpleton? And he looks at.
Hey, he's no simpleton. Norman's the smartest guy I ever met. Aren't you, Norman?
And Norman just sort of looks at Ibrahim and like looks down. You are testing my patience.
I can't imagine why.
Why don't you head back to the grappled thigh and wait for a little while until the sun sets, and then head on over to Lord Thorne's estate, have a nice dinner, and make your way out of town.
All right. Well, I think we might just do that.
Good.
Pleasure as always speaking with you, Ibrahim.
Good day.
Good day.
And you see Newt just sort of.
Does Ibrahim make any movement to leave, or does he just kind of like
He's waiting for
staring
you.
at us for
Yeah, he's waiting for you now.
All right.
I expect we'll run into you anyway. We seem to, don't we?
Hopefully, you will only see me at dinner tonight.
I hope I sit right next to you.
Oh, trust me, that will not be happening. Good day.
Bye.
Okay. See you, Norman.
He does not answer you.
I appreciate you.
This man's got Norman so scared.
Yeah, this dude sucks.
He sucks so bad.
He sucks so hard.
He's such an
He's
asshole.
like he's like on our dick constantly.
Constantly. Fucking asshole.
How you gonna be on my dick all the time and be like, I don't like it?
I totally feel you.
I don't like your dick.
If you
I
don't like,
your
Dick, man.
if you don't like what I'm
Where I live
packing,
now.
get off my lap. You know what I mean?
Oh, fuck.
Alrighty. What are you guys up to?
I'm gonna check on Rennie.
Okay.
Do you think he intercepted my pigeon, or do you think he was just there?
I don't know. He's always everywhere we don't want him to be.
I feel bad for the pigeon.
Poor pigeon.
It's dead now.
No, you don't know that.
I'm not here.
It probably is.
Oh God.
Anyway, go ahead.
Poor pigeon.
So yeah, I'm checking on Rennie.
Okay.
See how he's doing.
Rennie is just chilling in bed. He's sat up at this point now, and you can see that he is in the process of like picking at a little piece of bread that Kaz had brought to him. He just looks up.
Hello there.
Hi.
How are you holding up after last night's little adventure?
Doing a bit better.
Yes,
it was
does
a rough
take practice,
morning.
I know. Just wanted to check and see how you're doing. We've begun looking for Harry.
Oh, good.
We know that it's his day off. Do you happen to know where he typically spend his time, like his free time? Is he going to stay at home, or is he ever sort of out and about? Do you know?
I haven't been here for a while, so I don't really know. I mean, Harry and Mary would hang out together, really. Sorry, I mean...
I can't imagine the prison allows visiting, do they?
I don't think so.
Yes. Alright, well, we'll keep looking. Possibly stop by his house, I suppose. Yes, I'm sure we have it well in hand.
Alright.
Yes. Well, stay safe. Oh, yes, go on.
Do I have to stay here when you guys go to the thing tonight?
The invite just said the Barred Souls, right?
Mm-hmm.
I guess technically...
I mean, yeah, they don't know if
we
he's
don't know
part of the Barred Souls or not.
part of the Barred Souls or not.
Look. Oh, I'm not there. Sorry.
Yes. Well, I've been wondering about that because they probably wouldn't... They would find it awfully strange that you're wearing a hood the whole night.
Yeah.
We'll figure that out. We will figure out what to do there.
Okay. Can we, I don't know, do it sooner?
Yes, of course. Let me get everyone together, and we can sort of form our sort of plan of attack here.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll go find Kaz. And...
Actually, while you're up there, I am searching the crowd because I know Stant might be in town. Is there?
You're just going around town?
No, I'm just checking. Like, he's not in the
Just
inn
the
right now,
restaurant.
right?
The grapple pack.
There are only 3 people in the
Okay.
tavern.
Then I'm gonna go ahead and ask Startleby. Excuse me. This might come off as kind of rude. Do you know where the homely hearth is, or homely earth?
Oh, right. I actually believe that they closed down recently. They were sort of on the other side of town. And he points to this building here on one of the new maps. And he says, there's not really many people that stay there anymore, I think. I think they're doing renovations or something like that. Last I heard, Councilman DeMott bought them up.
Oh, interesting. All right, thank you.
No worries.
And then I leave towards the homely hearth.
Huh?
Okay, sounds good. You begin to head into the streets, which aren't really that busy. There are a few people by this sort of statue in the middle of the street. You can see of, you don't recognize him, but there's a plaque under it. You can see that reads King Eodrin. It's a physical depiction of King Eodrin on a horse that is sort of like rearing up, and he's holding up like a broadsword into the air. There are a couple people just sort of sat on a bench outside of it, just sort of like talking to each other. It's just a young couple in some sort of commoner's clothing.
Mm-hmm.
And as you just sort of pass by, they both sort of, you do notice like they both sort of just like don't recognize you, and they eye you as you pass by.
Mm-hmm.
And you head towards this building that you can see is boarded up. The windows and whatnot. There is a little wooden sign in the front door that says closed for repair.
Mm-hmm. How close are this couple to the homely hearth?
Like 40, 50 feet away.
Oh, okay, cool. So they're right there.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna go talk to them real quick.
Sure.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. I don't mean to bother you. Have you seen someone new in town besides me? Obviously.
The gentleman says, not necessarily. No, not really.
All right.
I haven't really seen new folk here in a while.
Second question. What happened at the homely hearth there?
Oh, I think that they're trying to expand it.
Oh.
Not entirely sure. I know it's closed, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Last I heard, Councilman DeMott bought it, so I'm assuming he's probably doing some stuff in there.
All right. Thank you very much.
No worries.
And I'm gonna head back to the for a grappled die.
Sure. Kaz returns.
Yes, well, we should probably get everyone together and figure out what we're going to do next.
Right. So we're just gonna wait here, but actively, for them to come back, right?
I suppose, yes. Let's wait.
The alternative.
Well, you guys, they told you to go to the estate and present the.
I meant wait for
these two.
Dusk.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
We're back.
Yeah. Now you're all together.
Oh, okay.
How long
okay.
until dusk? A couple hours.
A couple hours.
Yeah.
You guys can choose to just sort of move to then. You can converse a little bit, or if you want to do any extra stuff, I wanted to leave a little bit of time for you to like go around.
Yeah.
Like if you
Let's
want to do that.
let's spend some time in the room if we could, just sort of get our bearings a little bit.
Can I try to do a little like alchemy setup without setting the room on fire?
You can certainly try.
I don't have the implement, but obviously I have like, you know,
Wood, firewood,
so
and a
I've
tinder
watched
box.
it happen. Like I have like torches. I can make my own fire with druidcraft. So like, I guess you tell me if I think it's even like feasible or if
You can certainly do it. I mean, if you fuck something up, it could be pretty bad for the establishment. But you could you know that you could like do it. It's just like, can you do it inside this room in particular?
Safely.
When Alex Kissel
For the
and I were in
first time.
college, we had all kinds of bonfires in a giant coffee mug that we would sit on the balcony and light a little fire.
I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying you can.
ask,
You got a situation.
I want to ask Sarlby if I can use the kitchen.
What would you like to use it for?
I'm trying to make a little Well, I'm sure you're at least,
somewhat familiar with potions.
Sure. Yeah. I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a little bit of an apprentice, but I'd like to give it a try. I just thought it would be, maybe safer than doing it in the room or something crazy like that.
No, you're not wrong. Make a persuasion check.
14.
You're not wrong. I would appreciate it if you didn't do it in the room. I'm not really using the kitchen for much longer, really. Do you just need the fire pit?
Yeah, exactly.
Sure. Yeah, be my guest. If something goes awry, just try to get after it immediately. If that
I'll
makes
squelch
sense.
it. Don't you worry.
Right. Well, yeah, be my guest.
All right. Thank you.
Sure.
Can I try to set up some alchemy and make a healing potion?
Yeah, you can certainly try.
Sweet. All right. So I know the recipe. It's three curative agents in a glass vial.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll go to the fire pit and I'll try to do my thing.
Hell yeah. Okay, so
And it takes an hour.
yes, go ahead. And give me a crafting roll. So your alchemy modifier is going to be your alchemy supplies tool proficiency bonus. So your proficiency.
Okay. Cool.
Plus your intelligence or wisdom modifier, your choice.
Okay. That's a 13.
13.
Which I think
That
is
is
exactly what I need.
Exactly what you need. Yeah, it takes you an hour.
Okay.
You craft a healing potion.
Nice.
I've done it.
Good work.
You see Kill just like storm out of the kitchen like, I did it!
Hey, good job. Congrats.
Well,
Thank you. You want to know what it does?
I do.
It heals you.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's very exciting.
Yeah, thank you. Actually, no, we said that wouldn't be in my component pouch. That's fine.
Yeah.
Who do you think should hang on to it?
The healing potion.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who's most fragile, I guess.
I am the most fragile.
Emotionally speaking.
So true.
Well, I'll hang on to it for now, but I think
Yeah, you made it.
you know,
you hang on.
yeah, if I get the hang of it, I can keep us going with them.
That's
Quite
really
handy.
exciting.
Yeah, thank you. See, and now everybody's got to stay high alert for more, like shrooms and stuff.
Oh, true.
Because now I got a practical use for them.
I like that.
Cool.
That's exciting.
Okay.
Good.
Well, that's all I had to do.
Well, let's. I'll gather everyone in the room at the end.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Right. So we should. So a lot of things going on. I suppose the first thing is how we're going to get a hold of Harry. I know we talked earlier. It sounds as though at least some of us should maybe I should probably go to the house, right? And at least try to get a look inside.
Aren't we all? Oh, we're going to the Thorns place.
Well, I was talking about the Garland's place in order to get in touch with Harry. I mean, I guess I suppose we're putting a lot on the Harry. I mean,
you all, as you're having this conversation, notice that they're on sort of the windowsill of the open window, just a small little pigeon sort of land on the lip. Just.
I'm gonna take a minute and ritual cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
Does it hang out for a full minute?
Yeah.
Okay.
It hangs out.
Cool. Is the window pane? Is it like a closed window?
No, the window's open.
Yeah. It didn't go so well, did it?
No, it did not.
He was there waiting for you. You know, the scary one.
Yes. We were mid-conversation when your message arrived, and well, I had to tell him what it said.
Yeah, you know, I don't blame you.
Sorry about that.
That's what I asked you to do. Hey, you did your best. I'm glad you're okay. I was worried about you, actually.
No, everything is fine. He's not too happy about that.
Yeah.
Wait, so is this Norman?
No,
he's speaking to a pigeon.
The pigeon.
Okay,
that talks kinda like
the
Norman
voice
a
is so
little bit.
close. I was like maybe he shapeshift into the pigeon.
No, he's just.
You don't know. All you hear is.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this is the voice that I'm projecting upon the pigeon.
Sure. Fuck. Correct.
Well, shit. I'm sorry I put you in harm's way, but I'm glad you're all right.
No, it's all right. Just a little bit of a word of advice. Councilman Sully is very influential with Lord Thorn. He did tell me that you were invited here by Lord Thorn because he has taken an interest in you all.
Salit told you that personally?
He did.
Interesting.
To the pit.
However, you are really testing his limits. And if I knew him a little bit better, I probably would not hesitate to say that you're probably on a last straw type situation. So just sort of try to just protect yourself. Please.
I'm not trying to shoot the messenger here, but he hates everything I do.
Well, maybe then you should probably think about everything that you do. I don't know what to tell you, buddy. I'm sorry. Even my being here is a little risky, so I'm gonna get a move on.
I pluck a good berry and hand it to the...
And it just sort of... thank you for that. And just...
Oh wait. Oh, okay.
no, we don't understand them.
Well, before he flew away. I was gonna say, can you ask the bird to maybe get a peek in the house, the Garland's house, perhaps?
The bird doesn't leave yet. I'll allow you to do that.
Do you know if you ever been over to the Garland place? Do you know if Harry Jr.'s around?
I've never been there. I assume that he's there, I guess, when he's not working. I don't know.
Okay. But don't worry about it. You enjoy your day.
Okay.
Okay, see ya.
All right, stay safe.
I can't see through the bird's eyes, so it won't quite do the trick. But
Fair enough.
it seems I don't know. Maybe it's just pure coincidence, but it seems like this dude's all over my dick. You know what I mean?
A lot of people on your dick these days.
I know.
I used to turn it
Like
close
to make
the
him one
window.
more. Kaz
so
holds a finger up, mutters a little bit of infernal in it. Closes it shut.
So as much as I hate to.
That was pretty cool.
Oh, I thought he left. That's why I closed it.
It's Ren.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Wait, who said that? The pigeon or Ren?
Ren.
I said it was pretty cool.
Oh, okay.
Rocky, I mean. Yes.
Well, I'm asking out of
We're all
character. It's
alone.
fine.
Well, yes.
Oh, were we thinking of taking? Are we
Well,
able? Can we disguise Rennie the way you can sort of be Felicia Chonks?
I mean,
That's a terrible idea.
I can't do
spell
with
is
magic,
disguise
unfortunately. if we can do sort of conventional sort of disguise things, maybe.
Well, they already know what he looks like. Can't disguise him now.
What if we put him in
Well, they've seen him
makeup
before.
and jewelry? You know, sort of dressed him up so he's like an exotic visitor.
I
I mean, I suppose we could show up with a tarted up child, I suppose, but it's a little bit weird.
No, we could pretend he's halfling.
maybe.
You know, we are pretending
You know,
he's a halfling, right? Because he's your fucking cousin.
Right.
I mean, I guess we haven't quite
Halfling.
established what our goal is at the dinner. You know what I mean? Are we just going to put on appearances, or are we going to do something else there?
These are the good questions to ask.
So, let me throw this out there. I know that Thorn likes me, but I mean, I think Ibrahim specifically hates me. I think he's relatively chill with y'all. Maybe Rennie and I should just sit this one out.
I've not gotten the impression that he's particularly fond of anyone, even Thorn.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to bend Thorn's ear, but I mean,
If you want to stay back with Rennie, that's okay.
Well, here's a thought, actually. Would they perhaps? I mean, we haven't really gotten a look at the prison yet. We know, like, you know, how everything is situated. I imagine it's not easy to get into. But if we were to, I assume we're kind of working up towards some sort of prison break. Is that what we're talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Would perhaps during the banquet be a opportune time to do that?
Great
You know,
point.
Thorn
Everyone
won't
else will be there.
His mysterious murder axe won't be there, presumably.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, just a thought.
Or you could at least scope it out, even if you don't break in.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't going anywhere near the stone home.
Really?
Yeah.
Randy, I can't imagine you've seen the inside of the stone home, have you?
No, I have not.
Maybe you send a sort of animal to go and just check it out.
Maybe I should go check it out. Being the snaky one.
I know you're the
How you gonna
sneaky
sneak into a stone prison, my man? That ain't like
At the
a.
very least, I can be around it and not be noticed immediately for being a turtle.
one. That's why I said send a little owl or something.
I think
But-
we need. Yes, I mean,
No, if you want to stay back, that's maybe not the worst idea.
Well, I'm thinking maybe I like kind of unfurl the map, and I'm like, look, there's. You said earlier that this area over here is probably where, you know, Dove and the old man are.
Mhm.
If Dove ain't in the stone home,
Right.
so maybe I could go over there or something with Rennie, keep him out of harm's way, and we could talk to the people, see what they're dealing with. I can't imagine. Thing is, like, this fucking guy seems to know everything I'm doing. Maybe if I at least get outside these walls, it'll give me a chance to feel a little bit freer.
I suppose I could.
You okay with us going without you?
And that means that when you're at dinner, you could be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Kill didn't come because Ibrahim was a dick."
Well, I think maybe
then-
we could say, you know, Rocky wasn't feeling well, so Kill.
No, tell him that Kill didn't come because Thorn's being a dick.
Not Thorn.
Well,
yeah,
I
Not
don't know.
Thorn, you know what I mean.
I do.
And then Thorn will be like, "Damn it, Ibrahim, why you gotta be such a dick?
Yeah,
My
we'll
man
say it.
Kill didn't come to dinner. Why are we even doing this?"
You're right.
Yeah.
We will bring that up.
Just saying.
Yeah. I think that's a really good idea.
I don't like having to deal with this man that I can't just beat up.
Sure, I
I bet you
totally
could if you really tried.
Yeah, but then he's gonna like do a bunch of shit and call a bunch of people, and I'm gonna end up in a stone prison, and I ain't going down that way.
That's
do
fair.
Ain't no turtle spending no time in no stone underground prison.
it. Right.
Maybe we should get put in stone home.
Hell no.
Then we,
then fight our way out somehow.
right. If we want to do some sort of prison break, it might not be the worst thing to be put there. Not that that's perfect,
If
mind
you
you.
want to go first, I'll break you out.
I think we need. It feels like we need more information, you know, before we really decide what if we're going to go into the prison or not. I think at least some of us should head to the Garland Manor and try to find some way to speak with Harry, assuming he's there.
Let's the rest of us go. And Kill can stay here with Rennie and go explore those little slums. And
Well, we've got a couple hours before dusk. There's no reason we can't get a lot of things done.
Yes.
true.
Are there still a couple hours before dusk?
Yeah, we got an hour or two.
Oh, okay.
Because I spent an hour making a potion.
That's true. Forgot about that.
Okay.
Rennie, you're just to make sure I understand. You're like people. Do people in general here kind of know who you are? Like if
I mean, it's been a while.
Probably wouldn't recognize you.
Probably not. I mean,
Thorn didn't.
if we mentioned you to the Garlands, and specifically the Garlands who aren't Harry, would they kind of cause some problems for us?
yeah, I don't think that's a good idea.
Right. Yes. Okay.
I don't know if. I mean, I don't know if it's a good idea if I go to the dinner. Just getting worried.
Right. We'll tell you what.
All this build-up is making me anxious. We just got to go.
Yes.
Kiss, can I talk to you for a minute?
Of course.
Another room.
Sure.
You can go ahead and finish what you were
I
saying.
mean, that's
Yeah.
basically.
Can I have a word? What are your omens telling you about this whole situation?
That's a great point. Thank you for asking that. Oh god, I forget I have powers. Can I do an augury ritual? Jesus Christ.
You certainly can.
Thank you. What do you want me to ask exactly?
Well, first of all, I want to ask you something. You know what's at stake here, right? I mean, Rennie's a sweet kid, but you're prepared to never see the sun again? To help break this kid's brother out? We don't even know what happened here.
I don't think we're gonna go to jail.
You think that in a place where if you look at somebody funny, they throw you underground for the rest of your life, we ain't gonna go to jail for breaking out a prisoner?
What are we gonna do? Just not help his brother?
Well, I don't know. Nobody ever helped me. You know? I'm not saying like I mean, I like helping people, but you're basically, I mean, I know you're not asking, like, that would be a death. You're asking me to die for this kid's brother. And I don't know this kid. I don't know what he did. These rules here are obviously fucked, but it's the rules that they got, I guess.
So you think we should just get out of town?
Yeah,
And leave Rennie?
I think I do.
Okay. I hadn't been considering that.
I mean, look, I'm not asking you to do anything,
No,
but it seems I don't understand. I don't understand a lot of things, but this is something I don't understand.
I think I just got swept up in thinking about what it would be like to have my sisters taken away from me. And how terrible that would have been. I don't know. I got caught up in it, I guess. We're adventurers.
Yeah. Yeah, it means traveling around and slaying beasts and monsters. It don't mean, I don't know, does it mean overthrowing an entire continent's worth of soldiers and kings? And I mean, these people are fucking nuts.
They're crazy.
They don't do anything in their own self-interest. They all think that the crown is the fucking
They love the
sun and the moon. And man, I'm just saying, if I look at Ibrahim the wrong way one more time, not only is everybody here going to be on our ass, but they're going to be coming from every corner of this continent.
So let's think this out then. What would be the plan? We don't go to dinner. We go back inside and say, Rennie, we'll see you later. We're going to the dinner, and then we just leave town.
No, I don't think we leave Rennie here. I'm not trying to hurt the kid.
He's not going to be very happy with us if we decide not to save his brother. You think he's going to want to stick with us?
I mean, I don't know.
what do we say? We're gonna come back.
I mean, maybe Harry's got a plan. You know, maybe there's. We just got here. Maybe there's something I'm missing. But I'm just saying, I ain't going to war for nothing.
I know.
Let alone not for this kid. And I like this kid.
I know.
But they ain't no such thing as a fair fight around here.
You said it. Look, you're right. Would it make you feel better if we asked how certain things would go?
Yeah, I mean, go for it.
What should we ask?
You begin to let out your cards and set them up for the ritual.
I don't know. Let's keep it simple. Maybe just ask, what if the three of you go to dinner tonight and I stay out of it with Rennie?
Wait, do I even roll for this?
No.
Why am I rolling?
You ask the question.
I ask that question.
How are you wording it?
If Indigo, myself, and Kaz attend dinner, and Kayla hangs back with Rennie.
Sure. You deal out these cards and you begin to move your hands over them as you utter this question and speak the incantation, and you begin to pluck at the strings of the mythos around you, the air and the space, and you weave possibilities together, and your hand falls upon a card and you pull it and you begin to close your eyes and read it with your palm, and you feel weal and woe.
One more question.
If we skip town and don't try to break Rennie's brother out of jail, if we leave, go somewhere else.
And this specifically, let me just make sure I give you the right idea. Okay. You receive an omen from an otherworldly entity about the results of a specific course of action you plan to take within the next
30 minutes, I know.
So technically, you would have to leave like
We'd
now.
have to skip town.
I mean that's okay. I'm gonna rule that augury in general only has to do with you.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my
Okay.
god.
Yeah, I was like, this is gonna be so fucking complicated.
That's
to
a
say.
good call.
You ask this question, you lay out these cards, and you pick up a card, and you feel. Oh god. Okay, I actually have to think about this for a second because the spell doesn't take into account any possible circumstances that might change the outcome, such as the casting of additional spells or the loss or gain of a companion. I guess technically. Okay, you pick up a card and you feel woe for that.
I would never ask you to go to prison for a stranger. I don't want you to do that. It's the last thing I want. Okay?
That doesn't sound good. What'd you see?
I don't think we can just abandon him. Not yet, maybe. Maybe we have to find something out first. This only sees into the very, very immediate future, you understand?
I do also want to clarify, when I say woe, it doesn't mean that your task is going to fail.
Right.
Right.
Bad
The
results.
result
It's
would be
just
bad
the
for us.
result
would be
is going.
bad.
It will be a bad result.
That's what I mean.
That unfortunately I have to be that
No,
broad.
That's fine.
So
Augury's
it's
a
not
weird
like
spell.
augury is a weird spell. It's not whether or not your task fails or not.
Right, it's
Uh,
consequences.
it's just it will be bad.
You
Your
think it?
personal safety, whether that's physical, emotional, mental.
You think they wouldn't take kindly to us not accepting their invitation graciously?
I don't think it's ungracious for you to stay back. We could say you're sick.
They'd never believe it.
Well, that's on them, isn't it?
I'm a bastion of health.
We could say that your customs
Cough up blood.
are different. turtles don't eat certain foods, or at that time of day, or something, or in certain settings. I don't know. It could be a turtle thing. I don't think it's ungracious to not go to dinner when the rest of us are going. I'm not saying that we can't ultimately skip town, but not in this minute.
Does the sealed document or whatever that they presented us?
It's just straight up
it's
like
just
an
the seal. It's not
just
like a letter
wax,
that
like,
says
pressed
Yeah, okay.
little like puck.
Stay here with Rennie. We'll go. We'll report back. We'll behave ourselves. I won't even pester Ibrahim. I'll be really nice. We'll see you when we get back.
I don't know. I'll think about it.
I don't know what I can do. I understand.
If anyone's gonna go try to go to the Garland estate, we're running out of time.
I know. Unless you go during dinner. Be sneaky. Be an animal.
Yeah, I can be sneaky.
Yeah. Something subtle. Out. That's the noise.
I didn't really expect that to come out of my mouth exactly, but
I'm an elephant.
I'm the world's
Sneaky.
tiniest elephant.
Very subtle.
All right, well, let's head back in.
Okay.
Everything all right?
You all reconvene.
You fucking making out. It took forever.
Yes, sorry. Just got overwhelmed.
I have a high constitution, okay?
It's true. Completely overcome with passion.
It's fine.
Won't happen again.
Only one dick, though.
Only one.
Ah.
night. Nothing in the armpits.
Got a
or
leg up
anything.
on you on that one.
3 legs up.
Well then, so we have to find some way of getting in touch with Harry, if possible. One of my reservations is that if we show up there, is that going to get to Ibrahim and then set off some sort of, suspicion there?
I don't know. I wish someone else would make the choice. I'm sick of waiting. You guys decide. I can't bear it.
Well, it's not like this is a time limit. We don't have a time we need to leave. Ibrahim wants us to leave, but that was never like an order. We can just go to dinner tonight.
Let's go. Let's just go then.
Then let's go.
Okay.
Let's go to the gardens. Yes.
Just hang
Yes.
and waiting for
What? The
next-
Garlands?
Let's go to dinner.
Go to dinner.
Yes.
Oh.
Again, we've got time. We're going to. Why are we going to this dinner besides invitation?
I don't know.
To info gather. So let's just go.
Let's just go.
And we can make other decisions later.
It's unbearable not being there already.
Well, we have. All right. We do have some time until the dinner starts, don't we?
I don't know. I'm gonna go do my hair or something.
It's all right. Let's all take a deep breath. Everyone sort of relax your chakras. I don't know what those are, but I'm sure they're a thing.
What did you
Yeah.
guys talk about in
This
there that got you
message
so wound up?
I don't-
Word.
Or make out about it? Never mind. I don't want to know.
That's all it was.
Let me go to the gardens. I'm going to go and see if I can get in touch with Harry.
Okay.
As Felicia Chonks.
Now, there's a thought.
It's a thought.
Well, here's the.
I miss her.
Do they have sort of like couriers here? Is that a thing?
I don't know.
People
I
sort of
wouldn't
delivering
trust one.
messages.
I wouldn't trust a courier.
courier.
My life depended on it. Everyone here loves the crown, loves the law, loves
True.
following rules and getting people in trouble. I don't trust anyone but yourself. If it's me.
Well, I was thinking maybe I could go disguised as a courier. Is there a sort of an
That's
excuse to sort of?
Yeah, I thought that reaction was weird.
I don't know. I'm not picking up on the plan. That's a good idea.
Well, I'm sort of spitballing here. You know, we sort of it's all improv, baby. You know, sort of.
It's all improv, baby.
I'm really terrible at improv. I'm so bad at it.
Yes, well.
I know. But it's scary. Go, be a courier.
Right. Okay. Yes. Oh, I have a thought. That the invitation we got from
The Black Hand.
yes,
Just the seal.
the seal.
Yeah.
Can we sort of make something that looks very similar to that?
Why not?
If I can maybe go to the Garlands with a, message from the crown that only can be delivered to
Harry.
himself.
Sure.
I'm gonna throw this out there. The last time we tried to deliver a message from the crown, it didn't go well.
When was
We
that?
did it via pigeon.
Oh, that was the issue.
We're gonna deliver it this time in
That
writing.
wasn't a message from the crown. That was a message from the gods of the crown. Although I have to say that probably if you get caught faking and forging a message from the crown, that's
Yes.
probably a one-way ticket.
Yes.
Or we could just go to dinner and go tomorrow to the Garland and Jewels, and Harry will probably be there.
Do you think Harry would be at the dinner?
No, at the store.
At the... I mean, I'd
Is
be
Mercury in retrograde? There's no fucking communication going on here.
Well, it
Everything's
just made
broken.
me think that maybe he's... I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We know he works at the Garland and Jewels, right?
Yes.
Occasionally.
Mhm.
We have no time we need to leave. There's no rush to leave, except for Ibrahim wants us to leave, but fuck that guy. We can just go to the Garland and Jewels tomorrow and see if he's there.
True.
I suppose that's true.
Great point.
And we have all day tomorrow, nothing to worry about.
So the dinner will be more sort of keeping up appearances. maybe
Keeping up appearances, a little bit of info gathering.
Yes.
I'll
All
be
right.
nicer.
Yes.
Right.
And the cover is that.
Cover for what? I'm going to stop you
That
right there.
kill's not
As far as why Keel and Rocky are not there.
Because Rocky's not feeling well, and
Rocky's
we're
not
not
feeling
leaving
well,
him
Keel's looking
alone,
after him.
which we know
Perfect.
Thorn was not a fan of.
Perfect.
Yes. That sounds quite right.
Easy peasy.
Why
Let's go.
am I the brains here? I feel like that's not
Have you
right.
met us?
You've always been the brains of the
Oh,
operation.
you're not the brains. I'm just exhausted.
All right,
Yeah.
Kill. Do me a favor, check your fucking backpack, mate.
A backpack.
Oh, okay. I'll right now.
Right now. Go through your fucking backpack.
Okay. I open up the backpack. I see a faint glow.
You see a little satin pouch that wasn't there before.
There's a satin pouch here that wasn't there before.
I wonder how that got there.
Open it up. These are moonstones.
What a crazy random happenstance.
Well, thank you, Kaz. These are for. Am I just carrying these for you?
No,
Oh. So they're for me?
they're for the smart one.
Oh, thanks, man.
That was very nice.
Thanks, man.
No.
That was nice of you to do that.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It's a good gesture. Kind gesture.
I was just trying to mess with you. I thought you guys would be on me a little bit. I'd have a bit of a giggle. Did not work out at all.
Oh, yeah.
You guys kind of let it go the moment we left.
Things are too serious. I'm too anxious.
Yes, it is a dark time, I suppose. Right.
No bloody kidding.
Oh,
It is
crazy.
about dusk.
Weird. It's like someone wrote it. Or
It's
something.
so weird.
This certainly is a first act.
Yes, isn't it?
There's so much tension, I can't think anymore.
Rocky's.
Sort of a rising action sort of situation.
Yes. Yeah.
Anyway, yes. So, all right, then we'll go to dinner. Kill, you look up to Rennie. If you see an opportunity to maybe gather some info, that would be great. We'll meet back in the inn after everything is sort of set. Does that sound good?
Perfect.
You okay with that, buddy?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
How's that? How's that hangover?
I feel a bit better, actually.
Good. Yeah. It passes, like all things.
I know that it might be a little risky, but if there was any chance at all, I would really like to see Mary.
How? I mean, we still haven't got to look at this prison. I assume it's well guarded. I can't imagine it's just sort of, left to its own devices. I imagine there's quite a few guards around, right?
I suppose, yeah.
No visiting hours, I assume.
How about we wait till when we get back?
Okay.
Okay. I know, I totally understand. Believe me.
I could turn into a giant badger right now and tunnel deep under.
Could you?
Yeah, I could.
We are going to work this out tonight, but later, okay?
Yes.
I don't think it'll work though.
Oh.
And it'll cause a big
Yeah,
scene.
you're right.
Later.
Yeah.
See if you can maybe at least kind of scope out like what the sort of security situation is. We can sort of at least get an idea of what we're sort of working with. Maybe, if possible.
Oh, you're talking to Kill. I thought you were talking to Rennie for a second.
Oh, no.
I was like, Jesus. Put the kid right in danger.
I'll think about it.
All right. Yes.
We don't know anything about the way Ibrahim has his.
That's true. If he intercepted that bird pretty quickly, maybe.
Yeah, and if he sees me poking around the prison, it's just gonna be.
That's a fair point.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I will say, based on what you got,
It sounds like
from
he was just
Newt,
there.
it seems like it was just the unfortunate timing.
It certainly does seem that way.
When you said it, I was like, oh, fuck, dude. Yep.
all right.
Okay, let's get ready for dinner.
Yes. So get spruced up a little bit.
All right.
Let me put on the nice black jacket. That's the exact same one I've been wearing the whole time.
And a boy. Alrighty. So, you all begin to prepare yourselves for your evening of pleasantries and dinner and fine dining with the higher-ups of this town of Aberlock at the estate of Lord Ilan Thorn. And we will pick up there next week. Thank you guys for joining us. Episode 17, a little tense little episode for sure. Meeting a handful of new
You're making us
characters
do
here.
things now.
I know. How exciting!
So mean.
I love it. Well, definitely tune in next week. Unfortunately, our lovely Matthew will not be joining us. He's got a little bit of a work trip worked out for himself. However, that is precisely why we have Kill doing some other things with Rennie right now. Tune in then. I'll still be here. The rest of us will still be here. Don't forget to check out the Discord if you haven't already. I know that most of us are already in there, which is awesome. Thank you guys very much. I have a little thing for you guys. Please go into the town hall on the Discord and let me know what you would like to see happen like throughout the show. If you have any ideas about like I think we have a recommendations tab as well, right? A suggestions tab. Throw some suggestions in there on like some type of like channel rewards you'd like to see. I definitely want to come up with a few new ones. Yeah. For next week, we are going to be readjusting the prices on some of our rewards. So you might see a discount on some things. You might see an increase in price in some others. So hopefully you'll find some good uses of your gold coins. But also go into the town hall and let me know what your favorite part about the episode tonight was, or what you like really enjoy about our show or our game up until this point. I would really, really like to know that. So get active in the Discord. Let's chat about that. I'm in it all the time. I read as much as I can. Yeah, I think. Oh, just quick reiteration, check out the wiki, check out our friend Aaron at Little Bogwitch, and check out Michaela at their channel, Hello Diddy, right? HELLODITI. We'll link it in the TTD, yeah. You'll see that linked in the chat probably relatively soon, I'm assuming. So definitely check all that out, and we're going to be back here next Wednesday. Hell yeah.
See you next week.
What? Shit, what? Oh, not yet. Okay, no. Anyways, we will see you next Wednesday. Peace. Good shit, guys.